I got a hidden side, a split in my mind. In disguise, the business like I live a lie, revisions I write like Mr. Hyde, a vicious inside. I'm staying fine like butterfly knives. Cable ties that smothered my pride. Stays inside like blood and fine wine. We tying knots like husbands and wives. Hey, call me Twilight, have a sparkle, startle. Twist on the door, chair on marble. I stay on top of the castle, shifting the blame like a pass in the parcel. They on the run like they marbles. Don't wanna call in the marshals. I never miss like a marble. Whole bunch of rascals, I'm about to set an example. They ask for paper, please, and I forge them. I got the cake to please like I'm Gordon. They wanna play with me like they're the KGB until I make them need a post-mortem. They got a data breach of informants, thinking the agencies are important. Leaving with vacancies, I do it graciously. I never make a scene, I just cause them.
We all have sins to hide, these feelings that we've kept inside. It's breaking me, we're trapped in this disguise. Wish somebody could read my mind. I'm breaking free, and I've been hiding under mountains full of lies. I see the secrets that are written in our eyes, and I don't wanna leave. We tied the ties of family. This is just a family business.
Me and the fam get it done on the clock, even making statistics.
Just one more job on the hit list.
Don't understand, every time that we drop it's amazing to witness. Try to say I can handle this, the man's legit. I've written every manuscript, and I can see your moves like it's battleships. Cause there ain't no plan I'm to tamper with. I'm like Anya, I read the brains like an annulus. I load in at the checking for damages, then I'm gone like a magic trick. Make them all resign like it's Boris Johnson's cabinet. Moves like an acrobat, a bomb man in the streets is so action-packed. I'm so hot in Berlin like a panzer tank. So they all look at me thinking, huh, I shine like Stella. They don't remember me, I call that Mandela. Predict their moves like a fortune teller. Gone in the night like I'm Cinderella. Thorn princess but she act like my rose. Don't need a 7 to double the O's. They look like Watkins, they all be kids but they act like they're grown. It's my Call of Duty how I'm going ghost. I'm like all the movies, I'm a Golden Globe. I stole the show, you don't cross the fam. You're a footnote in portfolios.
We all have sins to hide, these feelings that we've kept inside. It's breaking me, we're trapped in this disguise. Wish somebody could read my mind. I'm breaking free, and I've been hiding under mountains full of lies. I see the secrets that are written in our eyes, and I don't wanna leave. We tied the ties of family. This is just a family business.
Me and the fam get it done on the clock, even making statistics.
Just one more job on the hit list.
Don't understand, every time that we drop it's amazing to witness. I got a hidden side, a split in my mind. In disguise, the business like I.
Welcome to the Anime Madness podcast. We are on... What episode are we on? Episode
8?
8. So we got a little bit of a short lineup. We had 2 people had issues and could not join today. One person is either running late or just no-showing on us. And our special guest who's normally with us, Raging Sage, also has business to attend to as well. So I am joined today with my one co-host, Skelytony. And he is going to be the only one with us tonight.
Kush is online.
Kush might show up. I'm not sure.
Hopefully.
But with that said, it might be just the 2 of us, which sucks because this is a week I was kind of looking forward to hearing everyone's opinions because it is waifus. But with that said, Tony, who do you think is going to win this matchup tonight? And Mew's here with us, though. Little Mew's here. We still don't have a name for him yet. We still need to name Mew.
That's good.
But Mew is with us. Don't worry, Mew is with us.
Oh, jeez. Hold on. I gotta pull up the character list again. I keep forgetting.
So we have Claire, Yor, Shion, Casca, Integra, Wingates von Helsing, Reiju, Make Oze, Hinata, Riza Hawkeye, Bulma, Mirko, Rukia, and Makoto are all the characters we have today.
Looking at the list, just objectively, or I should say subjectively, because this is my opinion, I give it to, like, in my heart, 2 people win here. I love Rebecca from Edge Runners. Like,
I forgot Rebecca's in here as well. I don't have anything for Rebecca. That's why she's not. That's why I didn't say anything.
All right, understandable. And honestly, Claire. Claire's great too.
Oh, you're gonna diss your Casca like that?
Listen. The thing with Casca is I like her character, but I don't see her as a waifu. At least, like
she's
the only character.
She's definitely Guts' waifu.
Absolutely, 100%. But to me, just like, I don't know.
I think I know what the title of this one is going to be on YouTube.
And that is?
Where'd everyone go?
Where is everybody? Yeah. Oh,
they all got snatched up by
my order's coming in tomorrow.
So is mine, actually.
Let's go. Have a nice drink tomorrow.
With that, speaking of Rogue, if you need some energy or hydration, and you don't want to deal with the people keeping upcharging the cans of drinks and products and stuff, go ahead and get yourself some Rogue Energy at rogueenergy.com and use the code TheMadness5 at checkout to get 5% off. Or you can use the referral link in the description of the YouTube video, in my Twitter bio, or Killer Cope's Twitter bio, or on the YouTube and Twitch description about page, whatever they call that page. I think it's the about page.
I believe so.
But go ahead and get yourself some Rogue Energy. Either use the referral link or use the code TheMadness5 to get yourself 5% off on your next order. With that said, I don't think there's anything else I need to say other than I know I mentioned this last night. Actually, I mentioned this last night, but thank you for helping us reach our follow goal of 20 followers. Next goal is set for 50 followers. I still need to figure out how to get it so I can put it like on the screen or something so you guys can see it, like either right below me or right below the bracket screen. I need to get that set up on OBS. But eventually you'll see a goal bar somewhere for our follow goal. But it is 50, so share this out with people, get other people watching, and join the madness.
Spread the word.
Spread the word. That's exactly what I like to hear. So without further ado, we're moving into match 1. Claire from Claymore versus Casca from Berserk. Yes, I did it to you on the first match.
I can't. I knew it was gonna happen, but I didn't know it was gonna be match 1. Well, I did just say my opinion not too long ago.
Were we live for that opinion? We were.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you didn't get the answer who you think's gonna win.
Well, okay, that's true. Who I think's gonna win?
With me and you, with just me and you here, it makes things a little more simpler. So this might be our shortest podcast yet.
It might, yeah. Who I think's gonna win? I would love it if it was the people I liked, but honestly,
there's probably gonna be a lot of chance rolls this week, though.
Probably. Yours got a good chance. Rukia's got a good chance. Miriko's got a good chance. Like, I think everyone has an equal chance with it being such a low number with just being us two this week. I think everyone's got it's like a good chance of winning.
Yeah, I just wish.
But
I understand.
Overall, I think it's probably gonna go to Rukia or Yor. Not gonna lie.
I understand. Taco, his was kind of like last minute.
Yeah.
But where is Kush at? He
keeps flickering. He keeps saying online, like idle, like.
Yeah, I'm gonna DM him.
I can't believe. So you know how I was talking about that one day when Cope said, or when Cope added me.
Yeah.
I then immediately sent friend requests to Taco and Kush, and they haven't accepted it. I'm not their friends on Discord, and I'm bummed about that. Oh, hey, whoa! Sage just popped on for a second.
I doubt. No,
probably
I don't
won't
want
be,
Crunchyroll. I hit the wrong button on my freaking taskbar. I hit Crunchyroll instead of Discord.
Oops.
Yeah, Sage probably
goodness.
won't be on because if there's a family issue with Taco, there's going to be one with Sage as well.
Yeah.
And Kush is offline again after I messaged him DM. So, me personally, who I think is going to win, I don't know. I don't want to say. I'm just going to keep it to myself. But you said...
I say Rukia or Yor because I know how we are as a podcast. If someone else shows up, I don't really know, but we have a track record of keeping Bleach in the top 3 at least.
That's even with everyone here.
Yeah, like, so, I mean, the chances are pretty high.
But you said you're voting for Claire?
Yes, I'm voting for Claire.
She's also getting my vote as well.
Let's go. The first sweep of the night. Let's go.
So, when me and Cope started the bracket setup last night, I straight up was like, match 1, I already know what it is. It's Claire and Casca. There's no two ways around it because Claymore is the little sister of Berserk.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. If you've seen Claymore or read Claymore and you want something that's as good and better, Berserk. So,
Absolutely.
moving on to match 2. Speaking of your Forger, we got your Forger versus Hinata. Another Spy Family versus Naruto. I realized we had that in week 1 with Sakura versus Yor. And Yor swept because even though no one else knew who Yor was other than me and you.
I wasn't there for week 1 though, so it was only you.
So only I knew. With that said, Spy Family is getting a movie this December.
Oh, cool.
On top of season 2 starting this October.
Nice. They're going all out then.
Yep. And I specifically did this for Taco too. There's 2 people on here that I specifically get the Fortnite skins of the characters for. I specifically did that for Taco.
Of course he doesn't show up. You know, it just makes sense.
I'm actually going to message and say, like, Kush is online again. He's fully online.
Oh boy, I wonder if is he going to join us. He's on his phone though.
That's normally what he is on.
Is it? I didn't notice.
Yeah. I had 2 matches specifically set for you. If you can't tell, we're trying to buy time to see if Kush joins.
Maybe just hit him with another you know, maybe. Oh, there he goes. He's idle now.
He's idle.
He's doing everything. That's pretty much what it's boiling down to. He's doing everything.
Wow. Oh. He messaged me.
What did he say?
He has to
Maybe
fix a
something like-
water line, hoping to join but doubt it.
Oh no!
Damn, everyone had last minute issues.
That's what we think they have, but actually, well, I can say for Taco probably is true because family stuff you don't really joke about, but everyone's like trying to get out of doing waifu. They're all scared.
Oceanic, to answer your question on what the plan for this stream, we normally do a bracket going through 16 characters nominated in our Discord chat and decide who's the best one. Several of our co-hosts were not able to join today due to random occurrence pop-ups. One of them had a planned event. So it's just me and Skelytony today. But we normally just discuss characters. Sometimes we'll go off on tangents. And that's pretty much what we do. We just talk about characters and try to decide who we think is better in the long run.
Yep.
But this week, since we already started, we are going to try to trudge through it even with just the two of us. It's not going to be as interesting. Yeah,
unfortunately.
we normally do have a lot of fun, Oceanic. A lot of laughs. On our previous episodes, we have them all on YouTube. We go off on so many tangents, laughing, ripping on each other about our votes. But all in all, we're here to have a good time, have fun, and broaden people's perspectives, because there's some shows that guys in this podcast haven't watched or haven't heard of, and they get interested and into it. We actually had several people on the podcast start watching Berserk because of what me and Skelytony were talking about when Berserk was up in votes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And my own library, I'm the resident expert on this podcast, and even my own library got expanded because I think it was Made in Abyss got pushed up quickly because of a nomination by a viewer, and Fate Zero got pushed up quickly on my list to watch because of Killer Cope's nomination on Antihero. But yeah. With that said, I am voting for Yor over Hinata.
I'm going to also vote for Yor over Hinata.
See, this is the issue we're going to run into this week, because mine and your taste are, like, they're not the same, but they're just very similar.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, Oceanic, if you want to...
This on Hinata.
Oceanic, if you want to join our Discord and put your own nominations in, next week we are doing... What are we doing next week? I can't remember.
Tacos Top 16.
Oh, okay. So not for next week. Next week we're doing another person on the crew of the podcast, his Top 16 animes. But the week after, we'll be going into nominations again. The Discord link to join is in the YouTube and Twitch About page to join and make your own nominations. And that episode for... Where is it? For... Well, it won't be week 11 either. It'll be episode 9. It'll be 2 weeks from now. Or 3 weeks from now. Because next week, 3 weeks from now, it will be villains. So you can be able to put villains into and nominate as well.
God, that's right. Oh, no. I know what's happening before villains. Oh, no.
Yeah, because next week we're doing tacos, and then the week after we're doing One Piece.
The One Piece villains. Can't. Yeah, there's going to be so many.
So you're saying you've never been into anime. I feel like some
what
people...
What are you doing here?
That's a good question.
How did you get here?
That's a very good question. How did you get here? It's cool that you're here, though, even if you've never been into anime.
Absolutely. Stay. Don't leave.
Definitely stay. We encourage people who've never been into anime to try to get into at least some anime. We're not saying to be like me, where I have over 1,000 volumes of manga. I have posters all over my room. I've watched over 400 different series. Not saying to get like that, but even just dabbling into it, getting a taste for it is another thing that we want to try to do with this podcast as well.
Bro, speaking of anime, a very broad topic on this podcast. I saw the trailer for Mushoku Tensei Season 2.
Oh, they dropped the trailer already?
Yes. And a release time frame.
Wow.
Sometime... Oh, well, that's nice, guy. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
The time frame, July. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yes.
I saw that.
Also, no.
I saw that
because it's going to be
Tensei was
against
coming out
JJK and Bleach. I'm gonna be so sad.
Yeah, it's definitely not getting
It's gonna
animated.
get-
It's not. It's definitely not winning the summer season at all.
No, not a chance. It's gonna be so good though. I already know for a fact it's gonna be so good.
I still need to watch season 1 of Mushoku Tensei.
Oh my god, it's so good. I'm not gonna say put it on the next. I'm not gonna say put it on the next list because I mean like it's that good. But I gotta say like bump it up in its priority. It's really good.
Hey, if you nominate
I-
if you nominate someone from Mushoku Tensei, that immediately puts it up because I don't like being in the dark.
That's true.
Hence why I binged Made in
it's
Abyss. I
hard to do that.
binged Fate Zero.
I'm gonna say it's kind of hard to do that because there's not that many characters in it. Like they introduce a lot of characters, but then there's a thing that happens, and we stick with the same group of like 3 or 4 for the rest of the season 1.
So it's kind of like Bleach.
Kinda, but the thing is, these characters are important. They're driving the story. Like these characters that were introduced are very important to the story.
You're saying the Gote isn't important.
Well, no, I'm saying, well, no.
Because look at
I'm not saying that about Bleach.
look at the Fullbring arc. It's pretty much that. The entire Gote gets basically taken out of it, and it's just Ichigo, Chad, Orihime, basically.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like these characters are introduced, and we're given like so little screen time on them, but yet they're almost like the whole reason the story is moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, the story wouldn't move past the Fullbring arc if it wasn't for the Gote 13 and Ishin.
I mean, yeah, that is incredibly true.
So you see where I'm
I'm not
making
saying
the
this show is
similarities.
Yeah, no, it's super similar. It's like, jeez, I can't really say anything because you haven't watched it. But like, so I did nominate Rui Jared the one time. He was a character that was like, he was a mentor pretty much to one of the characters that they were like one of the 2.
I think you nominated him for
And,
Senseis, but it was just slightly too late, and we didn't start doing honorable mentions yet. Well, that was the first week we did, but we didn't take into account the nominations that weren't part of votes that were nominated late.
Yeah, we just
Now we take that into consideration.
yeah, like Rui Jared, he's a phenomenal character. I think he's a great sensei because he doesn't hold back, pretty much. Like he fought at like he always leveled up his strength to who he was fighting.
Isn't the full
with,
title of that
like,
Mushoku
that.
Tensei Jobless Reincarnation?
That's the full title. Yep.
Okay. I thought that was the one that was Jobless Reincarnation.
I love that show, and it's so cool because like, unlike other isekais, the guy is reincarnated at birth.
I mean, that's how Wise Man Grandchild did it.
Is it?
Yeah. That's
Well,
how
I know a lot of them do it.
That's
though.
how
I know a lot of these guys. Just, like,
Eminence and Shadow
Teenage-
did that.
okay, but were they 38-year-old guys? 38-year-old shut-ins? I don't think so.
Hold on.
One
give
of them
me
might
a
have been. I'm
second.
not sure.
Give me Wise Man Grandchild. I can't remember. Eminence and Shadow. He was in high school. He was about to graduate high school. And technically, Slime does it too. He's a brand new
Yeah.
born
Okay,
slime.
that's another one. Yeah.
And he's,
yeah. Okay.
he's in
so
his like
slime is
he's in his upper 20s or something like that.
yeah. Well, he starts. So basically, it starts off with he's.
Oh, and
he gets
the eighth
kicked out.
the eighth
Oh, hey.
son. Hello, Blue Rose
Oh
Weeb.
yeah, that one.
Welcome to the podcast. We're just on a slight tangent about Mushoku Tensei right now.
Basically what it was standard isekai. I can't say standard, but he's like a 30-year-old
Yeah,
shut in.
I know Mushoku Tensei doesn't follow the standard isekai tropes.
Yeah,
It's like
close.
the eighth
Except for the main character being perverted. That's followed.
Okay. Well, he was a shut-in otaku in his upper 30s. So that's going to happen. But I can't
It does get a lot better though.
I can't
with
remember
with
how
his-
old the character is when he dies or gets transported, but the eighth son, are you kidding me?
Okay.
He's also
Yeah, I've never seen that. I didn't watch it. Seen that.
he's
yeah.
also reincarnated in birth, but one thing that I've only watched the first episode of it. What's our favorite anime and characters and why? So actually, this is an easy one. Our top, both me and Skelytony's top anime is Bleach. For me, a very close second is One Piece, and third is Berserk. And some of my favorite characters are Tear Bell from Bleach, Guts from Berserk, and Zoro from One Piece are probably my three top characters.
2 Piece, you mean? I mean, there's gonna be 2 pieces of 8. That's what we're looking for. I'm gonna find the one, I have to find the second.
I swear, if Oda pulls that crap, I'm gonna be so mad.
It's the 1 piece of 8. You gotta find the other 7 now.
I'm gonna be so mad if Oda pulls that.
Favorite characters? Jeez.
That's hard because I like so many characters. Like, that's why I just gave my favorite from my top 3. My favorite character from my top 3 because I don't really have a true favorite character.
It's almost impossible. So if I'm gonna go for my top 3, it's gonna be Bleach, favorite character. Really hard to choose, I'm not gonna lie, but probably Kenpachi. Absolutely love the man. He's crazy. I love Kenpachi.
I do love Kenpachi as a character.
Oh no, I just thought though. What about Shunsui? I can't remember saying his name.
Shunsui
also goated.
Shunsui Kyoraku is,
yeah,
especially with like, I think it's gonna be core 3 of the 1,000-Year Blood War.
Really?
But oh my god, when his Bankai gets animated, it's gonna be probably the hypest moment of the entire season.
Guarantee
like the
it.
finale, the finale is not gonna top Shunsui's Bankai.
That just makes me super hyped for it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably those 2 for Bleach. Honestly, I can't decide between the 2 of them because I love Kenpachi, but I also love Shunsui.
Honestly, a close second for most hyped moment is going to be Kenpachi's moment against Mikhail.
Oh yeah, it is. Number 2 is Berserk. Favorite character, Guts. I mean, that's hands down. Hands down, Guts. Second, probably his sword, Dragon Slayer.
I forgot his sword actually has a character page.
It's great. Guts' sword, Dragon Slayer, great character. He goes through so much development while breaking, coming back.
Yeah.
Gaara from Naruto.
Gaara's a very good character. I do like Garuto.
Yeah.
He is up there in the top echelon of Naruto characters for me. I would say he would be my number 2 at highest because Shikamaru is my favorite from Naruto. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu Yu Hakusho are... Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a timeless classic for me. That's what I watched growing up. I haven't watched more than one episode of Yu Yu Hakusho yet, but I do plan on it. Especially because...
It looks pretty good from what we saw.
It's the manga was done by the same creator of Hunter x Hunter. Tagashi.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And I actually just found out recently that Tagashi's wife is the creator of Inuyasha.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know that. I found that out recently that she's the creator of Inuyasha and Tagashi's wife.
Huh.
So, but yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho is definitely one I gotta find. I do know, I would probably say, I do love Ganeki's character in Yu Yu Hakusho. But I would have to say Hiei is probably my favorite in Yu Yu Hakusho. Even though I haven't watched it, I still know a lot about it. And I hate that it's like that with several series.
Seems to be a trend.
Like, I hate that it's with several series. Like, the Fate series. Even though I've only watched Zero, I know so much more about the series. And I would say Maya Shiryu is probably my favorite, one of my favorites in Fate. And he's from Fate Stay Night.
Yeah, he's not even close to where you're at.
He's 2 seasons away from where I am.
Jeez.
Yeah, I did hear that she is actually helping him with the newer chapters of Hunter x Hunter right now. Because
I think she was doing character stuff, wasn't she?
Yeah, because Tagashi, he's still trying to pump these chapters out for Hunter x Hunter after this long hiatus, even though he's still in poor health. And I want him, I don't care if it's another long hiatus, I want him to get his health set, or do something like Toriyama's doing and take a step back and take a supervisory role like Toriyama, but not like Kishimoto. Kishimoto did a poor supervisory decision. But Toriyama did a good supervisory position. He needs to do something like that, I feel, until his health is good enough to get fully hands-on again. Because that's the whole reason Hunter x Hunter went on hiatus in the first place, was because of his poor health. And that's why Taikubo disappeared for 3 years in between the end of Bleach and the start of Burn the Witch. It was his health.
Was it health reason? Interesting.
Yeah,
I know that.
It was his health, and then he straight up told Shueisha to basically fuck off.
That's what you do when you're a good mangaka.
Oh,
like, all right.
That's a good question. Who would you summon in Fate? And if you won the Holy Grail, what would you choose? What would you wish for? I would try. I would honestly try to summon Saber or Gilgamesh, mainly not because of their power. They are two of like the most powerful summons. It's like Artoria Pendragon, or Gilgamesh. Even though they are two of the most powerful, I wouldn't choose them because of the power. I would choose Saber Artoria because she is loyal, she's compassionate, and she is honorable. Gilgamesh, just because his personality is like, yo, what? And I feel like it'd be really fun just to hang around Gilgamesh.
Now, I don't know any character from Fate, but I know Gilgamesh is there, and I love Gilgamesh in any iteration he's been in because Gilgamesh is great.
Bro, Gilgamesh's first...
Final Fantasy XII Gilgamesh is my favorite Gilgamesh. He is hilarious.
Fate, you'll love the Fate Gilgamesh more. His first appearance, he shows up in front of Ryder, who is the King of Conquerors, and Saber, the King of Knights. And he literally goes, "Who are you to call yourselves kings in front of me? Ruler of everything, owner of everything. Everything belongs to me."
I love that.
It's amazing. Lancelot's a good one too.
And the thing is about, I think the thing about that though with Gilgamesh is probably because Gilgamesh has he has the attitude, but to me that attitude is like it fits though. Because of Gilgamesh's origins, like that attitude fits.
It is
Gilgamesh
funny. What
cool
class
in actual?
What class do you think Gilgamesh is?
I don't know anything about Fate.
Well, it's basically like D&D classes. You have a berserker. You have
D&D. Gilgamesh's got to be a fighter.
Nope.
Got to be a fighter. No.
I don't think they use the fighter class. So there's 7 in total.
Okay.
There's Saber class, Rider class, Wizard class, I think is what it is. It's when the Necromancer is. Archer class, Berserker class, the Lancer class, and I'm blanking on the last class.
Well, it's gonna be a class to Gilgamesh on his own. That's what it's gonna be at this point.
He is the Archer.
Huh? No, I can't see it. He never used a bow, even in mythology.
So
unless he uses one in a bow, but
Assassin's the one I was missing. Caster is the wizard one.
Okay.
So Artoria Pendragon was the Saber class.
Okay.
Lancelot was the Berserker, which you have to watch Fate Zero to even understand that.
Okay.
Assassin was just always referred to as Assassin. I don't think his real name was ever revealed in Zero. Caster, I can't remember what the hell his name was. He was creepy as hell, and the only reason why I liked his master was because Johnny Young Vosh voiced his master. Ryder was the King of Conquerors. Archer was Gilgamesh, and I can't remember the Lancer's name. But the Lancer, he was he was really good too. Yeah, Lancer. The Lancer class was the twin spear using guy, and Gilgamesh was the archer. And yeah, he can summon a crap ton of swords behind him to fire off, basically like he's firing the swords like arrows from behind him.
Okay. Well, that makes sense with Gilgamesh's real life mythology counterpart, because Gilgamesh was like just a samurai at a bridge who said, "Yeah, if I beat you, give me your weapon and leave." That's all he did.
He's the owner of everything. Everything belongs to
I don't remember
him.
how long it was until he lost.
Now, what I would wish for with the Holy Grail? Oh, I don't know. That's a lot. That's
Well, what can the Holy Grail do for wishes?
anything.
Anything? Yeah, I cannot answer that question. I physically cannot.
I can't
thought
either.
This so many times.
That's basically
Like, what
saying
would I
like
wish for if I could wish for anything?
you could do anything in the world to change the world. What would you do? I don't know.
Like, because I feel like I'd be selfish with it, but then I'm like, oh, but I can't be selfish with it. There's people that need help.
The guy that Cope
Like, I don't want to be selfish.
the guy that Cope did for put up for Antihero, Amaya Kirisugu, he wanted what his wish was to basically make peace and end the Holy Grail Wars.
Okay.
Like it was
By giving it to him, right? Of course.
Yeah, it was. I can't even remember what the other guys wanted to do with it. The one dude just wanted to win it to save his niece. He was going to give it to his dad so his dad could achieve immortality.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was Amaya's goal. World peace.
I mean,
and
if that's what the wish was wording wise, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, your wish is pretty much the same that Amaya's was, Blue Rose.
I mean, that's nice and all. Like, selfish wishes are pretty cool too. I mean,
yeah, I mean the one dude, his niece was being basically tortured by worms. You have to watch it to understand it. It's very weird.
That's what I thought. I'm like, wait a minute.
It's as weird as I'm saying it, but to understand it, you gotta watch it. But to save her, he puts himself into the worms and because he got chosen to be part of the Grail Wars, and basically his goal was just to win it to save his niece, and the Grail's wish would be going to his father, and his father wanted immortality.
Interesting.
Yeah. Moving on to match 3, we have Shion from... That time I got reincarnated as a slime versus Maki Oze from Fire Force. And right now, I'm voting for Maki because I can't do Shion's cooking.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're completely right, Blue Rose. A lot of their wishes would have ruined the world.
Maki or Shion?
See, Shion's great. She's an amazing fighter, but so's Maki. Maki also has this cute, ditzy personality about her, too.
Now, with what you showed me with Maki Maki was pretty cool.
Now, unless you saw last night's stream of the bracket setup, Arthur calls her a princess and says, "I would never strike a fair maiden princess."
I remember that. You showed me that one.
And then she gets mad, and she gets mad, like, "Oh, you're not gonna fight." And he goes, "Oh, sorry, you're not a princess. You're an ogre princess, or something else princess." And she straight up goes, "Who you calling a gorilla ogre, or gorilla cyclops? Who you calling a gorilla cyclops?" And the way that Otokubo draws her face is it looks like a gorilla. And to answer your question, Blue Rose, Shion's cooking terrifies me more. I understand
I haven't seen Maki's, but I know for a fact that Shion's is terrifying.
I know she has
it puts down Rimuru.
No, but
we know Rimuru's a slime.
I know she has a skill now that whatever she cooks tastes delicious. But it's still just looking at the grotesque stuff before me. I would rather look at the blood lake from post Eclipse and Berserk than look at her cooking. That's how bad it looks.
Oh my god. Now, I may be ragging on it, but I am going to choose Shion. I am going to vote for her. We're going to have to do a dice roll now.
A dice roll, or I could put up a poll. Well, not really a poll, but I can ask Blue Rose who he would want.
That's true. We can do that.
So, Blue Rose, you get to be part of this. Who would you vote for, Shion or Maki? You are the deciding vote, Blue Rose. I'm going to grab a Mountain Dew from behind me.
Take a nice drink of
Yeah.
bottled water put inside of a bottle.
MFDY Nasty. What's up? How you doing?
I'm a girl, low, fight white Shion. I think we gotta vote for Shion.
That's a vote for
Not
Shion.
quite sure though. Let's go!
And Nasty, thank you for the follow. So Shion wins off of viewer vote.
So we can do viewer votes if we have any active chatters.
Yeah.
Having this happen.
So in our next match, this one was geared towards Cope, who unfortunately isn't here tonight. We have Iris from Fate Zero versus Rukia from Bleach.
That does sound like it's geared towards Cope.
It is, because I think he put Fate Zero as his number 2.
Oh.
Oh, Nasty, you're from the Rukia server. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here. And for your information, Tony, the Rukia server is the manga server that I am part of, that I was telling you about.
Okay. Yeah.
Welcome.
That's what I guessed when I saw that.
So since it's just me and Tony tonight, Nasty, if you got any questions you want to pose for us or anything like that, go ahead and ask away. We'll take the time to answer the questions. And then we just had like a 20-minute tangent with Blue Rose going back and forth with questions. But for me, my vote is going to be Rukia because as much as I liked Iris, she kind of got annoying after a little bit. Because she was literally... So, without spoiling anything, she's literally just like a decoy character. She's literally a decoy character. That's her role.
Man.
She does have another role.
That's not to say that she...
But that's like heavy spoilers, and I'm not going to spoil that for you. The reason they got paired up was because Iris didn't really fit with anybody, but they both had these cool winter outfits.
It's on whatever we think. Not really. It's just our opinions, honestly, on who's a better waifu.
So, Nasty, to answer your question on looks or who's stronger, we try not to power scale here. We'll go off on the power scaling tangents, but we try to go as a character. So, what they're like as a character, how they act as a character, we try to go off of that, who we like as a better character. This week's going to be slightly different since it is waifus. There is going to be a little more of the looks involved, but it's going to be as a character as a whole. We try to avoid the power scaling topics unless we're going off into tangents. There are a couple of our episodes, I think Taco's vote was swayed by a power scaling.
Mostly because of Dragon Ball.
Mostly because of Dragon Ball, but whenever Dragon Ball's in a bracket, they're going to be like that. And Blue Rose, thank you for the follow.
Aw, sweet. We got more followers. What we need.
Whose cooking would you rather eat from Teen Titans? And who would you run from to now have to try and make you eat it?
Bro, I don't know. I don't know anyone's cooking on that show. I haven't watched Teen Titans in forever.
It's been so long since I've watched Teen Titans because I remember I grew up with the original Teen Titans.
It was on air for a little while I was still a kid.
Yeah,
but,
I think the final season was on air when you were a kid. And then Teen Titans Go, I saw the first episode of it and I was like, yep, nope, not watching any more of that.
Bro, I can't watch modern cartoons. They're so trash. So I'm so glad why I've transitioned to anime.
modern American cartoons.
Trash.
They're not that good. But Phineas and Ferb is getting 40 new episodes. I think 20 episodes are already on Disney+.
Huh. That wasn't a bad... Excuse me. That wasn't a bad one. That was a pretty good one.
So Starfire was the one with the bad cooking. Didn't Cyborg have the best cooking on Teen Titans? I think it was Cyborg that had the best cooking.
That makes so much sense. If Cyborg, I'm eating Cyborg cooking. I don't even care if it's bad. I'm eating Cyborgs.
I can't remember what Raven's cooking was like. I knew it was either Raven or Starfire that had the worst. I think Beast Boys was just as bad as Starfire's.
No, because he was vegetarian, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he had at least understand how to cook.
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Honestly,
so
no, I'm eating cyborgs.
Yeah, Cyborg's cooking's getting eaten no matter what. Cyborg's cooking can come out looking like Shion's and I would eat it.
Probably, yeah. Honestly. I trust Cyborg making like any barbecue or like southern cuisine.
Bro, Cyborg's barbecue.
Like the man just looks like he has like mastery of the grill. That man made a burger. Oh my god.
Oh, it would probably be the best burger
ever eaten.
The only person to top that would probably be Sanji's Burgers.
Yeah.
Or Soma. Or Soma. Yukihiro.
Yeah, Soma pretty yeah.
Ava, welcome! Welcome to the podcast, Ava. I'm so happy to have you here.
Hey, this is why you plug it in that server. It's working.
And also, thank you for the follow, Ava. So happy to have you here. We're actually on the Rukia vote right now. And I voted for Rukia, and that's probably what Tony's gonna do.
Yeah, it is. No reason not to.
Nasty recruited her.
Perfect.
And at the beginning of the stream, at the beginning of the stream, Ava, Tony's prediction was that Rukia would possibly win the whole bracket this week. So Beast Boy was a tofu eater.
Yeah, because he was. I guess he wasn't fully vegetarian or vegan, but I do know he didn't like have that.
As she should. Rukia
I think Beast Boy ate any meat though because
he didn't eat a lot of meat. I think there was certain meats he did eat because I know he did eat.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he didn't eat a lot of them though because he would turn into that animal. It was like
yeah, something wonky with his powers.
He felt weird about that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, more than likely. So Rukia wins match 4, and in match 5 we got Makoto from Ghost in the Shell versus Riza from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
2 shows I haven't watched.
So I haven't watched Ghost in the Shell, but I know a good majority of it. As I'm going to take this down real quick. I didn't even have my Rukia volume up on here for the freaking podcast.
Bro, what are you doing?
Well, no one's been knocked out of the volumes I have standing up except for Casca, but Berserk stays up there because you got Riza and Oliviera on top of it. So he turned into the whole animal kingdom. He was a vegetarian because of that. Okay.
Kind of when I thought like he was turning into those animals. It'd be hard to eat them and still become them.
Yeah. Nasty, to answer your question, I have 1,054 volumes currently.
Oh, you got a question about a room tour? Well,
so
he has an answer to that question too.
I do slightly. I do have one from about 7 months ago that I did when I rearranged. The closest thing I do have a room tour is my reshelving on TikTok. Nasty to answer you, it's on my TikTok. All my shelves are shown when I did my reshelving after I clean my shelves. It's like a 22-part series on my TikTok. My TikTok is Hendiddy.
It'll be in the description.
Link
in
of
the
it,
description.
the link of it is in the about page of the Twitch, and I can pop the link into the Discord as well, if need be.
Take it up to an updated room tour, nerd. Your room looks dope.
I do need to. I do have to clean first, though. My room does need cleaned before I do that. But yeah, I actually just rearranged a couple shelves again today to make more room.
Yeah, you're doing it over the weekend.
I didn't show my face on my TikTok that much, Blue Rose, and then on my 1000 volumes video, I did a face reveal on my TikTok, and in that video, I mentioned if you come from the podcast or know me IRL, you've already seen my face, but this is my face. But yeah, when I opened the package for my 1000 volume milestone, I did a face reveal on TikTok.
Well, plugging last week's episode, I made a goober mistake many times, but if you want to check it out, there's my face reveal there too. You probably don't care though, but you can check it out if you want.
Yeah, the main achievement Tony has right now is owning more Berserk than me.
That's my volume you have there, by the way. It's my...
That is his volume of Berserk that I'm borrowing. Blue Rose Reed, you know me IRL.
You'll have to DM him on Discord. Then
You'll have to DM me on Discord. I know you both IRL.
Who the heck? You'll have to DM me on Discord so I can figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to DM.
I'm not patiently waiting for a DM to pop in.
If they know both of us, more than likely you're in our Discord server, the Anime Madness Podcast Discord server.
Probably here. Let's go to general. Look, no one's online, so maybe not. Don't know.
Well, Farrell's online.
Hey, you can't do that. You can't let us figure it out. That's not fair.
Oh, yeah. I swear, if it's Leon. If it's Leon.
Well, they say they know us both IRL. I don't know if I've met them IRL.
There's only 3 in our Discord server that know us both IRL. That's in the Discord server.
Yeah.
But it could be someone from our club server.
And it's also true. Here, let me go and see if anyone currently is watching
I'll give
Twitch.
you a hint.
If they're linked, I can see that.
Blue Rose said they'll give us a hint.
I'm clicking through on the club Discord server to see if anyone's watching Twitch. Yeah,
Mr.
okay, I know who it is
Speed
now.
Racer, you know who it is?
Yeah. I'll DM you who it is. Right here.
Yeah, that
There you go.
that went over my head.
That's because she kept calling you that after I told you how you were going,
Oh! Oh!
Like 100
Okay. Okay, so she is in our Discord server. Okay.
Oh,
So Blue Rose, I
right.
didn't know you watched Fate, Blue Rose. Oh boy, oh boy.
listen, speed is a relative term. He can go however fast he wants as long as he's safe. Which he is.
Speed is
I
relative.
can attest to that.
Yeah, how do you think he got to my place last week to be on the podcast face revealed? So to answer your question about both these characters, Cope, I understand that. To answer your question on these characters, Makoto is a android. So think of like Android 18 from Dragon Ball, but 10 times more badass. Not as powerful, nowhere near as powerful. but like 10 times more badass.
That's pretty obvious, but yeah. All right.
She does a lot of assassinations, and also Nasty. I did see that. I'm not gonna forget that. Thank you for the follow on TikTok. Riza, did you rewatch the anime sharpshooters of the anime sharpshooter cipher?
No, but now you say that, I kind of understand who she is a little more.
Yeah, she's the one who's right before Alucard, I believe, in it. And if anyone wants to watch or listen to that cipher, that is a Rap Knight is the artist, and it is the sharpshooters of anime rap cipher. You've actually seen most of this. You should have been here last week then, Blue Rose. You should have been here last week. How many Fate tangents did we go on last week?
Too many.
And the week before, I think, because Fate was Fate was just last week, I think.
It's all because of Cope.
Yeah. Who's not here.
But hey, that's good though. We can rag on him without him knowing. He won't
No,
know
he'll know. He goes back and watches the YouTube video.
You see, he'll know only after it's happened. You can't stop it. It's the perfect part about it.
It's true. That's true. He did say he will try to chime in to the on Twitch, like hop on Twitch.
All right.
With that said,
the two of them.
I'm gonna wait for your vote because I honestly don't know. Riza is like my number 2 in Full Metal.
Mm-hmm.
Winry is my number 1 in Full Metal. I love Winry. She's amazing. But you won't know because you still have yet to watch it.
Listen, I can't. There's no excuse at this point. The only excuse is I just haven't watched the show.
I could understand if it was a Netflix original because I would just make you binge it next time you come over my place.
Yeah.
Or since my laptop logs into my Wi-Fi here at home.
Unfriendly Ghost. That's not mine. That's only my name on that server. You can't just go call me that. I have to become the Unfriendly Ghost first.
Yeah, he's not known as the Unfriendly Ghost on here. He's known as Tony, the one with how many points does he need? 29 redemption points needed.
No, not the point. No.
If you want to know about Tony's redemption points and why he needs redemption points, go check out the special on YouTube going over my top 16, and the redemption points was unanimous by everyone else on the podcast. Have a good night, Nasty. Okay. Thank you for chiming in, and thank you for the follow on both TikTok and here on Twitch. I appreciate it very much. We hope to see you again. And if you want to find out the winner, the video will be on Twitch for a week, and it will be posted on YouTube on Tuesday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep. Phone going off. What's that? Nothing important.
Yes, he's Tony on here.
Okay.
Have a good night, Nasty.
So
did you know they actually made a live that Hollywood actually made a live action of Ghost in the Shell?
Really?
Yep, it stars Scarlett Johansson as Makito. How would your name be a dead giveaway, Blue Rose? When I see Blue Rose, I think of the Blue Rose Knights from Black Clover.
You know what I think when I see Blue Rose? A blue rose. That's what I think. It does not... What?
You could tell the tier levels. Okay, I understand blue's your favorite color, but I see Blue Rose, I think of the Blue Rose Knights from Black Clover. With that said, Volume 12, the newest volume I got in, is a perfect example because it has the captain of the Blue Rose Knights herself, the Blue Rose Princess, on the cover.
You see, look. No, I was trying to think. What was that guild and overlord called? What are they called? The Blue Roses?
Which guild and overlord?
The one that he... Like, the one... Yeah, I was right. They're the Blue Roses. The one with the big muscle lady. The twin assassins.
Oh, you mean the group before. The adventuring party.
Yeah, well, number 5.
The adventuring party.
Yeah, the adventure party. They're technically a guild. But
No,
not, but
they're part of the Adventurers Guild, but they're a party.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking of them. They're literally called the Blue Roses.
Yeah, I think Black Clover immediately because Charlotte is one of my favorite female in Black Clover. Apparently she's told you this name before, Tony.
Listen, I'm sorry, I don't remember conversations, so whenever you told me this, I don't remember. Oh, wait, no, I think I remember when, just not exactly that you told me this. Never mind. Alright. Okay,
It's so hard, because Riza will take care of you. Riza would take care of you very well. Makoto, I don't really know much about her life outside of the assassination.
You're lagging on my end. I hear a robot.
Ugh. I haven't had any internet troubles all weekend, and Cope's not here to dog my internet.
Riza has stolen your internet, it seems. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna have to vote for Riza. Mainly because I know her better, and she is my number 2 in Full Metal.
Yeah, I know it was last week. I'm just saying, I forgot and then I remembered. I'm like...
So I haven't watched the full Ghost in the Shell live action. I've seen clips of it. I heard mixed reviews about it. Because Ghost in the Shell apparently... I haven't actually watched Ghost in the Shell yet. I do have the original 95 movie. There's like 10 other different adaptations of it. They just had a new one finish up in 2020, I think. But I've heard mixed reviews about it. I don't know how well it is to be able to be transferred into live action. I have a feeling it's going to be like if someone tried to make an Edge Runners live action. It's going to be similar to that.
Okay.
So I don't know too much about that. But Scarlett Johansson is like a perfect actor to cast for Makoto. I do know that.
I'm going to vote.
And yes, I do
for...
agree with that, Blue Rose. I do agree. Riza is like a mother to the group at times, and it's actually spelled with a Z. Blue Rose. I believe it's actually Riza.
Yeah, that's Risa. That's squirrel in Japanese. Oh, my bad. That's Risu is squirrel in Japanese. I'm gonna vote for Makoto, simply because
it is
I think she's cool.
Z. It is Riza Hawkeye. You're gonna vote for Makoto?
Yes.
So Blue Rose, who is your vote for? Turning to the viewers again.
I have a feeling I might know who it's gonna be.
I have a feeling as well. I know who it is. This is so much better than holding up a die to the screen, because a lot of weeks we get decent viewers,
Absolutely.
but none of them actually chat. So it's like hard.
Which
to
is
like,
unfortunate.
Get a vote for
chatting
me.
is so nice. Interaction is what builds community.
It 100%. As you see, we gained 3 new followers just in this stream alone, just from interacting with the viewers. And it helps because it's positive tangents. It's good tangents that make it to where this isn't going to be a small, short episode, but we're also interacting with the community.
Yeah. She hasn't given us an answer.
She hasn't given us an answer.
Well, I'm pretty sure we know what she's going to say because, I mean, honestly, the last chat she sent was kind of like her answering.
And she did say about Riza in a previous one as well.
Yeah.
So are we safe to say that Blue Rose's vote is for Riza?
I think it's safe to say that.
All right. So Riza wins due to viewer vote. And next up, this was the other one geared towards Taco. Once again, because Bulma is in a Fortnite skin picture. But it is Bulma versus Mirko. And I'm voting for Mirko right away. I love
you just
Mirko.
decided. Is that really a question? Is it honestly a question?
It would be if Taco and Kush were here. Well, no, Kush would probably vote for Mirko. Kush would probably 100% vote for
Even
Mirko.
if everyone was here, it's still not a question.
I have a feel. Well, Taco would definitely vote for Mirko, but I have a very good feeling that Cope and Kush would vote for Bulma, and Sage probably would as well.
And for that reason alone, I'm gonna call him basic because Bulma's not that interesting.
No.
Bro,
Bulma, because she has a lot.
I don't get the reason for voting for Bulma, man.
You're not wrong. Bulma would make the perfect wife.
She'd be a great wife.
But as a waifu,
That's not the question.
As a waifu, it goes to Mirko, hands down. In
Absolutely.
my opinion,
Mirko's my vote. Like it was easy.
Mirko is one of the very few. Like, don't get me wrong. I respect any type of woman's body type. But me personally,
Absolutely.
I cannot get with a girl who is a musclehead. I can't. That's just a personal thing of mine.
Yeah, no.
To me, like, it's aesthetically pleasing. It's nice to see. It's cool to see. But as a romantic interest, it's a turn off. As just a normal interest, it's a turn on. But romantically, it's a turn off. Mirko is one of the few that it don't matter. It don't matter that she's jacked.
Pop your head like a watermelon between her thighs, and you'd be dying happy.
Yes. What was that? What's that one freaking thing? Glory, what a hell of a way to go, or some shit like that.
Remember?
But I'd be chanting that as she squished me. Glory, what a hell of a way to die. As I said, I can take Makoto down because Makoto didn't win. But I do have Volume 10 of Dragon Ball, OG Dragon Ball, that has Bulma on it.
Well, you don't even need to bother putting that up because Bulma lost.
I'm going to just put it up for now because the other the other volumes that aren't up aren't coming up yet. So for the rest of the first round, which I just realized I did not edit my Be Right Back screen, so you're gonna see some of last week's pictures. Trunks is your favorite character in the Dragon Ball series. I can see that. I think Trunks is a little overrated.
Which Trunks? Future Trunks or child
That's
Trunks?
a good question too. Well, he's not a child anymore. He's a high schooler.
Well, is he? I forgot that old, honestly.
Him and Goten are high schoolers, and they're pretty much doing the same thing Gohan did in high school.
Oh my god. No, we don't have more Saiyaman, do we?
We do have more Saiyaman. But the Red Ribbon Army is back.
Okay, reasonable. They're allowed to do it then. Okay.
Yeah, the Red Ribbon Army makes its first return since the Cell Saga. And even the Cell Saga, it wasn't a Red Ribbon revival. So technically, this is the first time we've had Red Ribbon since OG.
President Future Trunks?
Okay, I don't remember that. I think that's filler. Future Trunks being president. Because I don't remember that in the manga. The last thing I remember about Future Trunks was he was with Future Mai. They were together, and Goku Black, their universe was wiped out. So Future Trunks, it doesn't exist anymore. I do remember that now. Future Trunks doesn't exist anymore because Zeno wiped out the universe to get rid of Goku Black and Zametsu.
Oh, okay. I
When did
don't
that
know
happen? That was definitely filler.
that.
Chi-Chi is terrifying.
It's because you don't do your homework. If you do your homework, you're fine.
And you don't work. If you don't work.
That's true. Just do things to make Chi-Chi not mad at you.
Yeah, that was
Solve
definitely
that
a
problem.
filler then, because
I don't remember
when
Bulma
that
ever taking a break.
when that happened, when Bulma takes a break in the anime, it's when Trunks is still a little kid. And I don't even know who my favorite character in Dragon Ball is.
Hands down, Hercule.
Okay,
Or
you're
Mr. Satan,
basic.
however we
You're
want it.
basic.
What do you mean I'm basic for that opinion?
That is basic.
How is Hercule / Mr. Satan the basic pick? Tell me.
Probably because I don't know. He's geared up to be the universe's savior on a bag of lies, and he's the most basic freaking playoff character there
it's
ever
hilarious.
is.
I mean, if we're talking about that's overall character. If we're talking about favorite like Saiyan or like part of the main cast, it's actually not any of the main cast. It's Broly, but
Bulma's house does get wrecked less because Bulma has more space to be able to do dangerous shit.
also Bulma has capsule core. If part of her house breaks, boom, new capsule. Like,
yeah,
easy fix.
I would say my favorite is
favorite-
my favorite's probably Whis, and that's mainly because of Ian Sinclair.
All right, that's a reasonable pick.
Which reminds me, the new Super season is supposed to come out, the Granola arc. Or no, not the
okay.
Granola arc. It's the I can't remember. It's forgetting. It starts with an M. It's where Goku finally masters Ultra Instinct during this arc.
I don't know then.
Not wrong. I do love Videl more than Satan though. Videl is so much better.
Yeah, Videl is better than Mr. Satan. Mr.
Videl
Satan's
probably
also
would have been
cool,
a better pick to put in here than Bulma or Chi-Chi.
Probably.
Oh, that's it. Mirko wins. And moving on, we have Reiju from One Piece versus Ozen the Immovable from Made in Abyss. Which I was telling Cope last night. I was telling him, like, you know how much I say how bad Berserk is? And you know how bad Berserk gets.
Yes.
Take away the X-rated stuff from Berserk. Well, keep a little bit dashed in there. There still is a little bit of it dashed in Made in Abyss. But yeah, just take the majority of like the cult scene that's in volume 6 of the Deluxe. And what Griffith does towards the end of Eclipse. Take those out, like those type of scenes out, and you got Made in Abyss. I put it is a seinen, and I do put it up at the same level of gruesome and just what the absolute fuck as Berserk. It's such a good story though too. And you see how weird her hair looks? Ozen's hair looks?
Yeah.
She purposely styles it like that to hide the scars from when she ripped her hair out from insanity from the Abyss.
Oh, Jesus.
And that's a tame thing.
That's tame?
That's tame.
Might have to start watching
It's good.
In the Abyss.
And the cool thing is they do like proper season finales. Like I was watching season 1 and I'm like, it's been forever. Why hasn't the episode changed? I was on episode 13 of season 1. And I look at it, episode 13 of season 1 is an hour long. And then there you have to, so basically, or you can watch the 3 movies in order. But I would definitely suggest watching season 1, then movie 3, then season 2. And season 2 just turns up the gruesome.
Sounds good.
Ozen doesn't have much screen time so far. She's only in like maybe 1.5, 2.5 episodes. So that's not a shield, Blue Rose. That's actually her hat. That is her hat.
Oh, interesting.
Because she doesn't like to be, when she actually goes out to adventure, she does not like to be seen. And her character is weird because without spoiling her character too much, she seems like a bad guy and then isn't, but she never lets the bad guy act go.
I see.
So when I first saw her don this hat, Blue Rose, I immediately thought Raiden. And then I looked at a fandom forum for Made in Abyss, and a lot of people are like, Ozen is the hot Raiden.
Okay.
Like, let me just switch to the pre-stream screen real quick, and I'll bring up another picture of Ozen. I'll try to get a full body of her in her suit. Sorry, good one. Here we go. So this image right here is Ozen the Immovable in her full suit. And she's an amazing character. I kind of fell in love with her character, even though she doesn't have much screen time. I had a good weekend, Blue Rose. I finally finished Fruits Baskets, including the movie. The only actually in-hand manga that I need to read is Bakuman, but I decided to put that off and read the stuff on Viz, get caught up in those series.
It's her full setup?
Yeah.
God!
And then this is her without any of her actual adventuring gear. There's a clearer picture. She's an awesome character. I don't know what else I can say about her, but she's an awesome character. I feel like as the story goes on, we're going to see more of her. But
Hopefully.
Also the season finale of season 2 is also another hour-long episode.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty cool picture.
But it's definitely worth a watch. Blue Rose, I would suggest you don't watch it. Unless you're okay with 11-year-olds' bodies getting imploded.
Hey, stop it. We don't need to know more about that. No.
That's about the extent of the gruesomeness that I will tell you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you see why I put it up at the same tier as Berserk.
Yeah, I can just by that.
That's not even the worst. That's not even the worst.
Not even the Jesus.
I'm specifically not telling you the worst.
It's on Crunchyroll, right?
It's on High Dive.
It's on. Oh, that's right. They moved it. That's right.
Yeah, High Dive got the streaming rights, and it's a High Dive exclusive now. But
log in.
It's if you can withstand the gruesomeness. Oh, I've probably seen worse. Okay, you don't want to watch Berserk, but you think you've seen worse than Made in Abyss. That's hard to accomplish.
Honestly, saying that is impressive.
Criminal Minds doesn't even get as bad as Berserk. And I know Criminal Minds has some pretty gruesome stuff.
Yeah.
Here's one. The Saw franchise isn't as bad as Berserk.
Oh, yeah, no. Berserk is... Dude, Jesus Christ.
Berserk is 100 times worse than the Saw franchise.
I was doing Made in Abyss. That's what it was.
Yeah. But Reiju is a character from One Piece. Vinsmoke Reiju is her full name. She uses poison powers. She's considered the poison butterfly. And she's part of the Germa 66 Kingdom. Criminal Mind... you actually watch NCIS. I've been trying to find other people who actually watch NCIS to talk about it with them. It's one of the actual, live action shows I still watch other than The Walking Dead, which I just got the 11th season today. The complete 11th season. So I have every single season of Walking Dead.
Cool.
But yeah, if Criminal Minds is your favorite show, just think of some of the gruesome stuff from Criminal Minds and make it like 100 times worse, and you're in the realm of Berserk and Made in Abyss.
I have to think about who to vote for now.
So do I, because main reason I voted for Reiju in the Discord vote was if Boa was here, Boa would instantly get votes. And I know if Kush was here, he'd instantly vote for Reiju.
Yeah.
But Boa was one of those where it's like, oh, that's an instant vote because she looks down on you so hard that she's looking up. I had to at least get one Boa kick in there.
Mm-hmm.
Reiju does save Lucy's life.
Never mind.
The weird thing is how she extracts poison. She extracts poison by kissing you.
That's funny.
She definitely gives off that succubus feel.
Yeah, just by looking at her, she kind of gives.
But I can't say that anymore because the succubus mythical zone just got revealed, like 5 chapters ago.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's on Netflix non-rated. Did you happen across the Junji Ito, The Tales of McBride, by chance, Blue Rose?
Oh no!
Did you happen across the Junji Ito?
We know why then.
Honestly, Berserk and Made in Abyss are still worse.
They are. So I can say some stories of Junji Ito probably come close, but I don't know if any of them actually top it.
It's the only thing that makes them come close and top it is the creep factor that is added to it.
Like, if it was just like the wouldn't be that bad.
If it was just chopping up Tomoe into thousands of bits and bashing her and smushing her, it was rape and murder. That's all I remember. What on Netflix?
Oh, what? Yeah, what on Netflix?
Oh, are you talking about Beast? Are you talking about that? The Bastards.
What?
Yeah, it's called Bastards, I believe. I remember she was telling me about it before. I believe it's called Bastards. It's a Netflix original.
Hope you don't mean Beastars.
No, Bastard.
Okay. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I hope you don't mean that.
Season 2's coming out for that.
It was worse than that. What did you watch?
The show is dark and exciting is the tags. So the reason it gets the TVMA is language, nudity, sex, sexual violence. Berserk has all those tags plus more.
Yeah.
I haven't watched
There's a reason why even when you order it online, it's still wrapped in cellophane.
Yeah, it comes from the press in cellophane. Like, you can get some volumes of a... It was worse than Bastard.
Yeah, that's what she said. But I'm like, what on earth did you watch then?
Yeah, that's a good question.
On Netflix is that bad? Modern in a city that looked like New York. And it was an anime.
Because I do try to find a lot of those. I do try to find a lot of those gruesome ones because I don't know what it is, but I'm drawn to very bloody and gruesome.
In middle school at the time, so Netflix probably dropped it. Not gonna lie, they do that with their catalog.
They haven't done that recently, but
if this is when she was back in middle school,
I mean, there's Devilman Crybaby.
That's true.
Which Devilman Crybaby is on the level of Berserk, and it was written by a female.
Yeah.
And it's funny because a lot of people, when there was a huge uproar on Twitter about Berserk, a lot of people were talking about the one panel from the Devil Dogs chapter I think you know
Yeah.
exactly what full page panel I'm talking about.
I do.
They were ripping on that hardcore. I'm like, Devilman Crybaby did the same thing, and a female wrote that. And the Devil Dogs weren't just... There was men on pikes as well.
There's many moments in Berserk that people attack for like that.
Like, Berserk doesn't care about your gender. Just
Berserk
look,
don't care
just
who you
look,
are. That's
just
gonna
look at
break
the
you.
eclipse. Just look at the eclipse.
I say that. I was gonna say something bad. I was gonna say spoilers. I'm glad I caught myself. The cough really got me. Yeah.
Literally, Twitch flagged her new message because it had bastard in it.
Wow.
So I had to allow it.
To be fair, I mean, it's not like that title of that show.
Yeah. So
is
if you
inaccurate or appropriate.
if you skip the parts of bastard that weirded you out, once again, I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know what parts you might be talking about. But if they are similar to the parts in Made in Abyss that get very grotesque and weird, you can't skip them in Made in Abyss because there's actual plot involved in those moments. So it makes it very hard to skip those parts.
Did we vote on this one yet?
No, we did not. I don't even have it written down in the notebook yet. For the characters. But this is a hard one. I love Reiju as a character. She's definitely in my top 5 for One Piece females. And the funny thing is being in the top 5 is good when it comes to One Piece because there's so many.
Yeah.
Like just the East Blue, you have Alvida, post Devil Fruit. You have Nami. You have Nojiko. You have Bellamere. You have, I can't remember her name, but she ran the bar. There's 5 right there, just in the East Blue. You have Usopp's lover, the girl that Usopp loves, from Seer Village.
Gosh, what about her?
Can't remember her name. You have the girl that the Lieutenant Full Body brings into the Baratier.
Yep.
Yeah, that's 7 just in the East Blue.
Definitely a whole lot more.
Then we get into the Grand Line, and you have Robin. You have Vivi. What anime would I want to be reborn in?
Oh, Lord.
That's tough. Now, basing we can get the powers of this anime. Like, if I'm born into One Piece, I can have Haki. Or if I'm born into Bleach, I can be a Shinigami. Like, that's what would make it break it for several of those.
Yeah, if we get the power of the world, that changes the question. That changes the question drastically.
Yeah, it does.
Because if we don't get the powers of that world, I'm just gonna go to Konosuba's world. It doesn't seem like anything bad actually happens.
No, I can give you 3 that I definitely would not want to be born into. Or 4. Berserk, Made in Abyss,
Yeah.
Vinland, and Monster, and Evangelion.
That's the point. Well, you would get the powers and remember the whole plot. Oh, we get powers and know the plot?
Oh,
that changes things drastically. We know the plot.
Oh, that makes Berserk tolerable.
That makes Berserk very tolerable. We know where to be and where not to be at the right and wrong times.
And we know a certain someone to kill if we're there early enough.
Absolutely.
And that changes it for Monster too. Vinland, it doesn't change much.
Oh, not at all.
The only thing I would say for Vinland is put me in Thorfinn's home village after he, like, right before he comes back from his time as a slave.
Okay.
That's where I would want to be. But, I don't want to choose a romance because I know that's just... AOT is a definite no. AOT is a definite no.
You can't answer 5 different places you want to be reborn into. You can't do that. Clearly, this is a choose one, and you're stuck there.
Oh, this is so hard. You know what? I got it. And it's going to be difficult. But that's part of the fun of this one. Final Fantasy Lost Stranger.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one.
Mainly because in that world, there's several like actual Final Fantasy spells that are considered mythical and don't exist, like the raise spell to revive someone, and Libra to be able to observe and like see the description of things. And the main character has Libra, and he's on a mission to find the revive spell to revive a certain someone. I'm not going to tell you who it is because that's a huge plot moment in Volume 2 of the manga. And it's a Final Fantasy-esque world, too. Like, it takes... Literally, the first boss that our main character fights is the final boss from Final Fantasy IV, the Ice Dragon.
Cool.
Cool
for ice.
They have the steampunk bridge city from, I believe it's Final Fantasy XII. And there's a lot of different events that deal with Final Fantasy XIV.
Cool.
So that would be the world I want to get reborn into. Too bad it does not have anything about an anime yet.
That's true. You know, we ragged on it a lot from Berserk. I'd choose Berserk. Such a huge inspiration for Dark Souls, and I love that game franchise. All of them. I love it so much.
And Claymore.
Claymore
would not be here if Berserk wasn't here.
World.
No, because even knowing the plot makes you not want to be in Claymore's world.
Yeah, knowing the plot, it really makes you not want to be there because of what happens.
Yeah, like, they don't go over it in the anime at all, which sucks.
Very unfortunate, but...
See, I would not want to be reborn in the Dragon Ball universe because, like, it seems like every year the world's in a mass hysteria panic because the world's going to end.
Also, unless you're part of the Z-Fighters and all that, you're literally nobody.
Yeah, unless you're like the manga I have, the one spin-off. I was reincarnated into the Dragon Ball universe as Yamcha. And he basically made Yamcha the most powerful person. There was no Yamcha crater scene.
No Yamcha crater just sounds wrong for Dragon Ball.
I'll have to give you that manga at some point to read.
My god.
But with this one, I think I'm going to have to vote for Ozen because Ozen's a much more complex character. And someone,
that's what I was thinking.
Someone that I could probably rely on a hell of a lot more than Reiju. Even though Reiju is, when it comes to the Vinsmokes, Reiju is mommy. But when it comes to One Piece, Bo is still there. I just realized the only king that survived the first round was Bleach.
Yo, you're right.
Hinata got swept, Bulma got swept, and Reiju got swept.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Rukia. It's Rukia.
Yeah. So you make yourself basically Gohan, or Goten, or Trunks.
Wow.
Adopted by Piccolo literally adopts every freaking half Saiyan child, pretty much.
Yep. Oh yeah, and now we have
now Quarter Saiyan.
Quarter Saiyan child. Yeah, with Pan.
Because he's now training Pan in the manga.
Yep. No, we got Quarter Saiyan child. Jeez.
And in the final match of round 1, we have Rebecca. Dude, you do not want to know how long it took me to find Rebecca and Lucy pictures.
Why?
One, all Rebecca wears is a bikini with a puffer jacket.
That's true.
2, I literally had to put my pre-stream screen up on the bracket setup, OBS setup I have, because I have 2 different setups.
I just went to Google Images. I now understand why.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one from the wiki is not bad.
No, but
Every other one
but
so
that's
far,
that was an AVIF file.
Is it? Oh my god.
And then the one where she has her big red and blue hands pointing her guns, both of those were wet files, so I couldn't use them.
Oh my god.
Like, I think it took almost an hour, like almost 20 minutes just to find a picture for Rebecca and Lucy.
Jeez.
Like, and it literally I said several times, like, thanks, Tony.
My vote's for Rebecca.
I saw that coming.
I can't imagine why. Wow, look at that. She's just trying to become the next Gohan / Trunks / Pan.
Yeah. But the opponent of Rebecca is Sir Integra Wingates von Helsing.
Now you see, I don't know why she's a sir. I still have to watch Helsing for that.
So she only has that title because she took over the head of the family. It's kind of like Akito in Fruits Baskets.
Okay, understandable then.
But to where she was still able to keep her femininity, unlike Akito.
Alright.
But this is going to come down to Blue Rose because my vote goes to Helsing.
I figured as much.
Bro, look at her. She's a master with a sword and she's a master with a gun.
I know.
She is more badass than Rebecca. And that's hard to say
fine to
because
think that.
Cyberpunk is a badass universe in general.
Yeah. But I like Rebecca more. I don't know if Blue Rose has watched any of these shows, though.
I don't think Blue Rose has watched Cyberpunk. There's a chance for Helsing. I have not seen
too good.
either.
She hasn't seen either. Oh, let's go.
Alright, so Rebecca is a Lolita character in the Cyberpunk universe who uses dual-wielding guns, and she's basically just a trigger-happy maniac. She ends up building feelings for our main character, even though she knows they'll never be returned. And I'm going to leave the rest of it to not say it because I don't want Tony crying.
No, stop. Oh. I can't do it.
Sir Integra Wingates von Helsing is the head of the Helsing organization, also the head of the Helsing family, which is a organization that hunts vampires. And her main deterrent and her main weapon of hunting vampires is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Alucard. And she has full control over Alucard. She has full ability of how much power he is able to release, given the command seals he has on him. And she is a master swordsman. She is also a expert ace with a gun. And she's just a badass. And she lives longer than Rebecca.
That's kind of spoilerish, but
Yes!
disappointed severely. I'm disappointed severely.
You can't say that because you have not watched all of Helsing. You've only seen the first 4 episodes of Abridged.
I know that doesn't do the character justice, but I'm just saying I'm disappointed.
And this is an outdated Be Right Back screen. I am fixing it right now. I am sorry. This is from last week's foil characters. Female crocodiles on the screen.
It fits. You can leave that one there.
I don't know if it deleted it or
called-
not because it doesn't give me the file names, and I haven't renamed the files since I've been doing it on stream, making the bracket. So I haven't renamed the files. There are going to be some that aren't on here because I had to copy some of the pictures. So some of them will not be on here. The people who will be on here is Lucy, Shion, Ino, Casca, Ozen, Yor, Oliviera, Sakura, Reiju, Rukia, Maki, Hinata, Ruki, or Hime, Claire, Riza, Integra, Iris, Rebecca, Bulma, Masato, Makoto, Mirko, Shuna, and a second Hinata. Because I found a Hinata, it's the Anbu mask Hinata. But I ended up was like, wait, Hinata has a Fortnite skin. I'm gonna mess with Taco. Just for Taco not to be here.
Yeah.
And it started out with Lucy, nice. As I have to fix the scaling on this.
You only want it because of vampires? You're basic. No, I have not seen Black Blood Brothers.
I haven't seen that one either. The closest title to that I've seen is Blood Lad. Blood Lad was amazing. Bryce Peppenbrook plays the main character of Blood Lad as well.
What a goofy sounding name.
What, Blood Lad?
It just sounds goofy.
It's blood and then lad, as in like, oi lad.
I know, that's why I was saying it sounds goofy, like he's a guy from Britain. He came over and joined the Bloods. Like that's what I
It's
get
about
from that.
it's about I think vampires in the underworld. Or in another realm. The main character's a vampire, I believe.
Okay.
I believe the main character's a vampire.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know, I have to look at this show. Black Blood Brothers.
Oh, I thought you were looking at Blood Lad at first.
Oh, it's on Crunchyroll, okay. Let me read this description real quick.
Blood Lad was weird. Yes, you are not wrong. Blood Lad was definitely weird at some points.
I don't think Blood Brothers, not gonna lie. It seems very basic plot line.
Blood Lad was definitely weird at times. But it was funny. It was about our main character. I think, what was his name? Daz? Some crap like that.
Staz is one of the toughest vampires in the demon world. Staz, that's his name? Okay.
Are you looking at Blood Lad? Yeah. And then there's a human girl that crosses over and she's a ghost and he like falls for her or some shit. Like I said, it gets weird. It does get weird, 100%, but it's still a very good watch. Bryce makes up for it.
That works for I'm not gonna lie, but it's gonna go into the stuff.
No, the animation is good for its time. I think it's an 06 anime.
This has 2013 on Hulu, so
2013, okay.
It looks interesting.
With that said, I have a pretty good feeling who's going to win this round, but it is Claire versus Yor.
Okay. I want to hear your prediction.
Oh, my prediction was Claire because that's where my vote's going.
Good. You were right.
Claire, yeah, Yor's great. She is amazing.
Yor is great.
But Claire, the female version of Guts.
She just needs somebody. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
She has Rocky.
I know she has Rocky, but I mean, like, we saw what she was going through when she didn't have anybody. Like,
she eventually gets the rest of the Claymores on her side.
It's great. It's good to see that she has people supporting her, and that's all she needed, which is support.
Blue Rose guessed Yor because she is scary. Your scary side looks like a toddler throwing a tantrum compared to Claire's scary side.
It's true. It's true.
I would rather mess with Anya and incur yours wrath than piss off Claire.
Absolutely. Especially if it came too rocky.
Like, especially if it came to Rocky, especially time skip Rocky.
Absolutely.
Because once he says that I will stand by your side forever, that's when. Well, now when you piss her off, even, especially about Rocky, who no, I will agree. I will agree. Chi-Chi is definitely scarier than Yor.
Oh, yeah, scarier than Yor, yes.
But not Claire.
Not Rocky. Not Claire, yeah, not Claire.
And the thing is, I'm not even choosing Claire for the fear. I'm choosing Claire because I just... Her character is so good. I love her character so much.
I'm choosing Claire because Claire needs somebody. If we're going and picking people and if say that character came here, like, Claire needs somebody to keep her sanity intact.
Yeah. And the funny thing is how Claymore's the younger sister of Berserk. Claire's the female version of Guts. Guts has the people to help him when he gets into those fits. Especially, you're not at that part yet, but if you get the next 3 volumes, you will see that part. And it's after he gets the Berserker armor. He basically has to rely on the group whenever he activates it.
Yeah, I don't know what it does.
Yeah. Claire, for a good majority of the story, had no one.
Yeah.
Like, granted, Claire has not gone through nowhere near the trauma that Guts has.
Not even close. Well, I can't say not even close, but...
No, she definitely goes through a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
I would put it on a scale of probably about half of what Guts... I would put it on the scale of the trauma Guts went through pre-Eclipse.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Before the Eclipse. After the Eclipse, Claire can't even touch his trauma.
Nope.
Well, now that's hard to say.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Because of you have the Northern War incident, and then you have the Priscilla incident where she's like the only surviving Claymore.
Yeah.
But hers happened so late game.
Yeah, hers happens where she has time to actually work it out. Also, she has Rocky at that point.
Yeah. Guts, he had Casca, but also didn't.
Yeah.
So... But Claire won that one. In round 2, we have Shion versus Rukia. And I'm not even going to put the volume of Slime up because Shion's not even on the cover of it. And I know my vote's going to Rukia. Like, Shion's got the better body. But it's Rukia. Who's actually...
who do you think's better at drawing?
Oh, Shion, hands down.
I don't know, man.
Shion's drawing. I mean, I don't think we ever see her drawing, but anything. As Ichigo says it, one of the first times Rukia draws, he's like, "What? Anybody can draw better than you."
I don't know. I mean, it's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Very.
I'm gonna go Rukia.
Yeah,
Shion's pretty cool.
Shion's cool, but she doesn't have that cool, calm, collective head.
Mm-hmm.
Rukia has that. Now we got a hard one for me. Miracle versus Riza.
That would be a hard one for you.
You're probably voting Miriko because you actually know her.
Yes.
Oh. What the hell? What do I do here? Damn. This is hard.
I'm sure if I watched Full Metal, it'd be different, but
I'm gonna have to vote Mirko. For the main simple fact that Mirko is like my number 1 in My Hero. And Riza's my number 2. Because I have Winry above Riza. So I think for that main simple fact, I'm gonna have to vote for Mirko.
alright.
If I voted for Riza, Riza would have won because Blue Rose said Riza, spelling it wrong again. And in the final match of the round 2, we have Sa Integra Wingates Von Helsing versus Ozen the Immovable.
Hako just replied to that saying, damn, lol. So the 2 matches set specifically for him.
Oh, he responded to that?
Yeah.
Damn, lol. Yeah, you're not wrong, Blue Rose. She definitely is a protective... She definitely does have that protective motherly figure. Which Mirko probably does too, but we don't get to see too much of her outside of her fighting. Actually, we never get to see... The only time we see her outside of a fight is during the hero rankings. When they're releasing the new rankings. It's the only time we see Mirko not in a fight. So she could easily have that as well, given what her personality is like. But this is another hard one. But I'm going to have to go with Ozen on it. I'm going to have to vote Ozen the Immovable.
I agree.
As much as
Ozen here.
Integra is a badass, Ozen is just as much of a badass. Like, she's a... The ranking system in Made in Abyss goes by whistles. And a red whistle is a... So it goes bell at first, and that's in training, not allowed to enter the Abyss. Then you have red whistle. You're allowed to enter the first stage of the Abyss, which goes down, I believe, up to 400 meters is the deepest you can go. Then you have a blue whistle, which I believe they can traverse halfway down the second stage. And they can go up to, I believe, 800 meters. Then you have moon whistles. Now, moon whistles, some of them take on instructor positions to teach lower ranked, to teach like bells and red whistles. And moon whistles can go, I believe, to 1,200 feet. They can go to the bottom of the second stage. Then you have black whistles. Black whistles can go all the way down to 4,000 meters. They can go down to the bottom of the fourth stage. There are 6 stages that they know of in total. White whistles have no depth limit.
Ooh, okay.
And the 5th stage, at the bottom of the 5th stage, which is about 9,000 meters deep, is where you get to the point of no return. That's where you find the entrance to the point of no return, the entrance of the 6th stage.
Interesting. Okay.
No one knows the true depth of the 6th stage, but where the story is taking place in Season 2, it's estimated to be about 12,000 meters down. Now,
wow. That's
white
deep.
White whistles also have a special ability. Their whistle can actually resonate with artifacts in the abyss.
Okay.
And they're the only whistle that can do that. I'm not going to tell you how they're made. And because how they're made is a huge plot point. It's a very emotional plot point. But only a white whistle. A white whistle can only be blown by the person it's assigned to. It cannot be blown by anybody else, even if it's a relative's whistle.
Ooh, okay.
And a white whistle is needed to activate the pod device to go to the 6th stage. So it's a pretty cool ranking system.
Yeah.
And if that is an anime, I have not seen that, Blue Rose. The only moon phase I know about in anime is the eclipse. And Tony knows what I'm talking about with that.
I blanked on what you just said. I'm not gonna lie.
So Blue Rose asked, "Have you ever seen the moon phases in the moon phases anime?" So I said,
Yeah, I see your question.
If that's an anime, I don't know it. But if you're just talking about moon phases in general, the only one I do really have in the front of my head is the eclipse.
I'm not sure if you're speaking it or not.
The eclipse is like the first thing that comes to my
Okay.
head.
Okay. Yeah. Another vampire one. Man, what's you walking on all these vampire shows, man?
I don't know. She's the one who got me, who pushed up the time on Seraph of the End for me. I don't know why it got pushed up, but I have yet to finish the actual anime of Seraph of the End. I'm on, episode 2 of the second core of it, or as Hulu has it, the second season. But it seems like how my niche is normally, battle and adventure. Hers is vampires.
Okay.
But you also voted for Ozen? So this is going to be a very difficult semi-final. Once again, Bleach making it to the semis.
Yep.
I don't think there's been a single week. There has not been a single week that Bleach has not made it to the semis.
Oh no.
Bleach,
I now know what the match is.
Bleach has always made it to the semifinals. So the first semifinal is Claire versus Rukia.
No, I don't like this. Can we skip this one? Can we go to round 2?
You're sounding like Cope.
Because I don't like this one.
You still need to watch the
Difficult.
Claymore anime too.
I do. I actually have to check and see. My top 16 things might have to get shifted. I forgot to put Claymore on here.
Yeah, I put Claymore on mine because that one and Berserk, the rankings were heavily dictated by the manga. Because, I mean, the only good anime
you turned into such a huge robot.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I'm just letting you know. I didn't hear any of that.
Berserk and Claymore were the two that were extremely affected by the manga in my top 16. Because for Berserk, the only good real adaptation for it is the Golden Age arc.
Yeah.
I mean, I still watched the other 2 seasons, but that's because the story.
Mm-hmm.
And then Claymore completely cuts out most of it.
Yeah.
Like how Promise Neverland did. So, if we're going anime only, I would have to pick Rukia. But if we're including the manga, that makes it a difficult choice.
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
honestly don't know who to pick. I think I'm gonna go Claire.
Oh my goodness!
I
I was not expecting.
I'm doing that this week. I'm gonna go Claire. If it was Orihime in here, it'd be a different vote. But the reason I voted for Rukia in the Discord vote was for the main simple fact of we don't have much content of Orihime of age. We
That's
have
true.
2 chapters at most. 3 if you include the one shot, but she's like not in the one shot at all. The 73-page one shot, she's like not in it.
Mm-hmm.
To where Rukia, she's hundreds of years old.
Mm-hmm.
That was the main reason I voted for Rukia over Orihime, which the image I have for Orihime in the honorable mentions is her post time skip, her mommy Orihime. But Orihime is definitely the better waifu than Rukia. I just didn't want to have the problem with the age thing.
Understandable.
So,
Oh.
because honestly, Yoruichi is a better one, but she already won a bracket.
Yeah.
Soifon, not so much. If Bleach wasn't a big 3, and no one else would have put up Bleach ones, I would have put Tier Haribel in this hands down, and Tier Haribel would have won this matchup in my opinion because I would have voted for Tier Haribel.
Yeah, Mister. She's my favorite character.
She is the character I simp for the most out of any manga or anime.
I'm gonna have to go with Claire as well here.
Claire, in this matchup with Rukia from Bleach, Claire is just the better option. And if Ava's still watching, she's not going to like that.
No, I don't think she will. Oh, but I don't know if she is, so...
But Claire wins. And next we have Miriko versus Ozen.
Another difficult one.
The funny thing is before season 6, these characters had pretty much the same amount of screen time. Here's this. Ozen has as much screen time as Shanks in the anime.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's... okay.
And that's including filler arcs in One Piece where Shanks is apparent.
Whoa. So that just means Shanks has, like, no actual canon screen time.
He does. If you include canon...
Well, I say no, I mean, like, it's very little.
The thing is because Ozen is in, like, roughly 2.5 episodes.
Okay.
And Shanks has, like, I think there's one filler other than, like, this backstory specials to retcon Luffy's backstory with him first meeting Shanks and all that. So I don't count that part because that's just retconning the backstory of Luffy as a kid.
I should change my thing on Twitch. I now realize.
It's clearly because you like vampires. Why couldn't you just say that?
Because we were in the middle of a discussion, duh.
How do I make...
Oh no, please tell me it's here. Don't tell me I deleted it. Oh, I must have gotten rid of that picture.
You are now a moderator.
Oh, sweet. What did I just do?
What did you do?
Shield mode. What is shield mode? Close out of that. I don't even know what that is. I have to look into that. Okay, cool. Thanks. I have to look into all these settings as a mod.
Yeah, I don't know what you did with this enabled 1 month follower only for the chat room. That would mean Blue Rose cannot chat. There we go. Blue Rose is back.
What the heck? That must have been shield mode or something. Yeah.
Just don't mess with the
Okay.
moderator stuff right now.
I didn't mean to.
Or I'll revoke
was
your
weird.
moderation.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to click yes to turn on shield mode. I wanted to read what it was. It just said yes, you're turning it on. You figured it out.
Oh, well. What were we talking about before the whole shield mode?
Screen time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so
Shanks.
Shank's canon screen time is roughly, I would say roughly 1, maybe 1.5 episodes total. So roughly about 45 minutes of screen time.
Oh God.
And I would say Ozen probably has that much too.
Oh God.
And the funny thing is, she lights a new fire and a new inspiration into the main character.
Oh, that's good then.
What does Shanks do?
Like the exact same thing. So.
She is the female Shanks. You have Guild Arts, which is also
I'm
Shanks.
not really sure we can say that though.
Why not?
Because does she have the same strength as Shanks?
She's called
Oh,
Ozen the
she is.
Immovable. She's like 7 feet tall. And
True.
one of the main characters is like an android type person. We don't really know what he is yet.
Okay.
And he, using one of his full powered up attacks, she didn't move an inch.
Oh, okay. Alright, reasonable.
She is powerful. She's definitely, out of all the characters that were introduced before going to the 6th layer, she's the second most powerful character we meet. And the only one that was more powerful was Bondrewd, who I am putting in the villains. Once you watch movie 3, you're going to hate Bondrewd as much as you hate Griffith.
Oh wow.
But luckily, Bondrewd gets what's coming to him. I'll just say that.
Good.
I won't say if he dies or lives, but he gets a lesson taught to him. I'll say that. But my vote's going to Ozen. As much as I love Miriko, Ozen just hit me a different way, especially with the whole hair thing.
Hmm. Oh man. Oh, lordy lord, I have to figure this out now.
This
Whom
is good.
do I?
Ooh. If Ozen wins this is going to be a majorly difficult final.
Why I'm like, I don't know what to do.
And this bracket would have gone completely differently if the other guys were here.
Absolutely.
Like, just looking at it, Claire probably still would have won. Yor probably would have won. Or maybe, no, I think that one would have came down the chat.
Probably.
I'm blanking on, I'm going to go back to the top. Because Maki might have won. Rukia still would have won. Cope probably would have put his pity vote for Iris.
Probably.
Riza probably still would have won. Because I know Cope would have voted for Riza. This one would have been... This one I can't even say. Like, I don't even know. Bulma and Miriko. I don't even know.
Oh my god. I want to feel like it'd go to Miriko.
I feel
I'm
like
not
it would
gonna lie.
too. But I feel like it
It
probably
also
would
might go
have...
to a coin toss.
Yeah, it probably would have been split 3-3. That's if Sage
Yeah.
was here. If Sage wasn't here, Miriko would win.
Yeah.
This one, I know Reiju would get 1 vote from Kush. I have a feeling this one's a tough one to tell, but I have a feeling I might be able to sway them to Ozen. This one probably would have won. This one I don't even know. I don't, because I don't think the other guys have seen Edge Runners.
Oh yeah, I don't think so either.
But I think Cope might have seen Hellsing. I'm not sure. But this matchup, this one probably would have gone to Yor. Claire probably would not have won this. This one would have gone to Rukia.
Oh, yeah, probably not. Yeah.
This one would go to Mirko. And this one is I'm just going to say a toss-up because I don't know what the people would vote for this one. And then this one would go to Rukia. And then this one would probably go to Mirko if the rest of the guys were here. This bracket would be so freaking different.
Absolutely. 100% with everyone here.
So who's it going to be, Mirko or Ozen?
You know, I'm going to vote for Ozen only because it seems like Made in Abyss has more of that, like, fantasy vibe to it. And I like...
It is a fantasy
vibe.
It is.
Yeah, I like that. I like fantasy way more than I like
It's a
superhero.
It's a mature fantasy adventure.
Ooh, okay.
So it's basically...
So there's no tags that warn you all this dark stuff is happening in the show. I feel so bad now.
Mature.
Oh, mature, I guess. Well, it doesn't... well, yeah, I guess it covers that.
What tags do Made in Abyss use?
Well, mature can only tell you so much, you know what I mean?
A live-action film adaptation began development in 2021.
Interesting.
Kevin McMullen is writing and directing. So it's adventure, dark fantasy, science fiction.
That's it. Dark fantasy would cover that. Okay.
That's Berserk's main tag.
Yeah.
So it's literally a mix of One Piece and Berserk, because no one knows what's at the bottom of the abyss.
Mm-hmm.
No one knows what the One Piece is. The whole adventure is to figure out what the One Piece is in One Piece. The whole adventure is to figure out what's at the bottom of the abyss.
You say we don't know what the One Piece is, and you're right, we don't, because Oda confirmed it was a physical object. But we know what it is. It's one piece of 8.
Yeah, Oda confirmed it's a physical object, and there is going to be actual riches there as well.
Oh, cool.
And of course, he has neither confirmed nor denied the fact of the Rio poneglyphs being there, the poneglyphs that tell the story of the Void Century. He has neither confirmed nor denied them being there. Dark fantasy, so that's the Berserk right there. And science fiction, I would say probably Evangelion would have inspired that tag.
Probably. What do you mean? It's clearly the flesh mechs from Attack on Titan.
I like how Blue Rose is just listing all these old vampire animes.
Listing all, yeah. I mean, what else are you gonna do?
I mean, she could ask questions and stuff.
That's true.
This has been the most chat-heavy episode, which is great because we don't have everyone here.
Yeah, it's fantastic to have all this going on.
Mr. Bombastic. I'm gonna stop there before I get copyrighted. Bro, so last night I just put the stream playlist on low volume.
Yeah.
And I forgot to put repeat the playlist. And Game Boy Jones' Cyberpunk song came on.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if that was the first non-Rustage song to come on or not, but I was like, wait a minute, I don't know if this is copyrighted or not. I mean, those ones don't go on YouTube, so I don't think it's much of a problem, but Twitch does have that issue, that thing as well. So before we get into the final, we're going to go over our honorable mentions, as we have the Kings of Anime page honorable mentions here with Orihime, Sakura, Ino, Chi-Chi, and Boa being the honorable mentions from the Kings of Anime side of that. I believe Sakura had 1 vote, Ino had 0, Hinata had 3, Rukia had 3 votes, Orihime had 1, Reiju had 3 votes, Boa had none, which was pretty shocking. And I think even Kush voted for Boa. Saint Seiya is on my list as well, but it's like Fate. There's so much crap. It's like Fate and Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much different stuff. And then Chi-Chi lost 3-1 to Boma in the voting. Then on our second honorable mentions page, we have Midnight, Lucy, Shuna, Masato, and Oliviera. All of them losing 2 votes because I don't think any nominations were made past deadline this time.
None. Nope. 24th was the last one. Actually, no. Nominations itself. Let's see what it was.
21st. Because Israel.
First was the last one.
Yeah, so no late nominations this week. But yes, that was the best picture of Lucy I can get. I tried to get the visual art, like the cover of the actual thing with her and David on it, but it was a web file, so I couldn't use it. And then eventually I was like, screw it, it's an honorable mentions page. I'm just copy pasting, and that's why how Misato's is here, Midnight's is here. I believe Chi-Chi's was a copy paste as well. Yeah, Chi-Chi's was a copy paste. Boa's was a copy paste. But that Rukia, I love that Rukia. Or not Rukia, Orihime.
Oh, it's good. Yeah.
Mami Orihime. Do you think she grew a bit?
What do you mean?
Do you think she grew a bit?
Assumedly, yes.
She definitely looks like she grew a bit.
Absolutely, yes. Not yes.
Took you a minute.
In the picture. That's because the picture wasn't up on stream. Looking, yes, absolutely.
With that said, moving into the final, Claire versus Ozen.
Oh, it's a pretty good debate. I'm not gonna lie. Like this one.
I want to
This
pull a
one
cope.
should take a bit.
I want to pull a cope.
We can't. It's the final.
He did this in a final. He did this in a final.
Did he?
The Gohan.
Which one was it?
I think the
yeah,
Gohan one was
that's
a
right.
semifinal. But I know he did this in a final where he just up and
Oh.
literally leapt. He left the Discord call and everything.
Yep.
I think he went offline Discord for a couple of minutes and then came back. The only problem is I can't do that because I'm hosting the damn pod.
Yeah, you're the host. You can't go offline.
Okay, Angel Beats was very freaking dark. I literally pushed Angel Beats out of my head. Why did you have to bring it back in there, Blue Rose? No, it wasn't as dark as Made in Abyss, Claymore, or Berserk. But it was still dark. Like, I would say it was probably like Ava dark. Like Neon Genesis Evangelion dark. But Ava has so much philosophy, it's like you can't really put it out of your head. But I want to get more Monster. That series is getting good. What the hell is that one?
Oh, that's the Ancient Magus Bride. I can see that right now. That's the
Oh,
one.
okay. I have heard of that one. I haven't watched that one.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
So
Starts off with a bit of slavery.
guess who else I added to the villains list last night?
I don't know, but now I'm very curious. Who did you add?
Johan
Ooh,
from
okay.
Monster.
All right.
I was literally.
Wait, I already forget.
I
What's
was.
the channel called again? Did I not subscribe to it? Am I dumb?
What? My channel?
No. Yeah.
It's youtube.com/hendiddy12. Because
I have a friend asking me on Snap.
my ad sign is hendiddy12 on YouTube as well, same as my Twitter. Even though the channel name is just
My one friend was asking me, "Hey, what's the channel that the podcast is called? Like, what's the channel they're posted on?" I'm like, it's this one."
Oh, if he wants to tune in, we're still live.
I don't know if they can or not.
Send him an invite to the Discord too, so you can put in recommendations.
I don't think she has a Discord. It's a she, by the way.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. I always.
No, I understand why you assume he.
That's just my go. That's just like my go-to for some reason. But this is a hard final. A very hard final.
Here, hold on. Just Anime Madness, right? Anime Madness PC.
Yeah, Anime Madness PC is the
I'm
Twitch.
going to quickly go to the bathroom and think.
Of course
This is one of those. This is one of those.
Wow. Well, since I'm alone, chat, any questions for me while we wait for Tony? Because Tony couldn't hold it in for possibly like 10 more minutes. This is such a hard vote. Hey, Cope's in the chat. Welcome, Cope. What old anime have I seen? How old are we talking? Are we talking like the Big 3 era or older? Like, are we talking like from the late 90s to the mid 2000s era or older than that? And also, Cope, you just missed it earlier. I gave Tony moderator status in the chat, and he accidentally put shield mode on. 90s. Okay, 90s. Berserk. Sailor Moon. DBZ. Technically One Piece, because One Piece started in the 90s. What other 90s have I seen?
It wasn't gone that long.
Cope's in the chat.
I saw his vote.
He called you a dumbass. I told him about your moderator problem that you had.
Hey, Cope, come on. I haven't been a mod in the chat ever. I'm not supposed to understand how this works the first time.
I
was trying to read the thing and it just decided to click yes.
Devil's Line, I still need to watch Blue Rose. Cope, does he get a demerit point for that?
No, please, wait, I didn't mean to. It's an accident.
Why am I blanking on freaking 90s anime now? I know I've seen more than 4 90s animes.
Yeah, that's not right. I changed my name. Switched an update, I guess.
Why am I blanking? There's Berserk, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon. When you see shiny button, that does not mean.
What do you mean? That's exactly what it meant.
And yes, Demo. Yeah.
No, please.
You're back up to 30.
Come on. This isn't fair.
No. Why am
I tried so hard.
Oh.
But I don't care.
Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. Those both started in the 90s. Once I finish reading Monster, I'll be watching Monster. That was also a 90s one. No, I can't say JoJo's. Because JoJo's anime didn't start till 2012. Akira.
Bro, I'm so dejected now.
Akira. Why am I blanking so hard as I look around my room? Hunter x Hunter, because that's had a 90s anime as well. And I just realized somehow the music has been going on this entire podcast.
Bro, I haven't heard it.
It was so quiet. I was just hearing it. I was hearing Oreo's singing voice. I was like, is someone playing music outside my room? Then I realized, wait, that's family business. Banana Fish. I don't think the anime started in the 90s though for Banana Fish. Oh. Bakuman anime didn't start in the 90s. That can't be all I've seen from the 90s. There's only 7, 8 animes. That can't be it.
I'm sorry, Blue Rose, but you don't have the power to give points. I would take it if you did, but you don't. I can't. If only somebody was nice enough to lend me some points, it'd be great, but no.
Oh yeah, Eva. Thank you, thank you, Cope. Yeah, Eva anime started in '95.
Huh.
And they have 2 separate storylines. Because the manga kept going. The manga was put on like a hiatus and all that, and then it ended until 2013. But the Eva anime was 95 to 96, with the end of Evangelion movie coming out in 97.
Wait, hold on. Can I get a point for buying Rogue Energy and supporting the podcast?
Didn't we already give you a point back for that?
No.
Cope, did we?
Because I would be at 29.
You were at 29. We just put you back up to 30.
I meant I would have been at 28, I think, because I got 29 from. I got a point from something else. I forget what.
Cope, did we give him a point for ordering Rogue Energy?
Oh,
so Maid-sama's anime didn't start till like 08 or 07 or 08, I think. It might have been later than that, actually. And Say I Love You is 2012. I remember that.
Bro, Hulu is saying 2010 for Maid-sama.
Okay, then it's 2010. I know the manga was going on in 07, 08. You get 0.5 point for Rogue.
All right, I'll
so
take it.
Every
it's
time, anytime you make a Rogue Energy purchase, you get half a point back. But you have to be able to prove.
Right, that's good.
Cope will know if you're lying.
Why would I lie about spending money? Especially if it supports the podcast.
So I'll put Cope's vote down since he did vote. Cope did vote for Claire.
Claire, I saw that.
Cope, have you watched Claymore? And no, I have not watched Outlaw Star. It's been on my list for over 4 years to watch. That's one of those ones like Fate, Black Butler, Noragami. They've been on my list for years.
I now understand what show mod icons meant. Okay, I get rid of that. I'm looking at my own settings, not stream stuff.
Another was 2010, I think. That was a good one though. No, you have. So what's your reasoning behind voting for Claire then, Cope? Is it because it's the Berserk's little sister?
Yeah, Cope, let us know.
Because I still don't know who the hell I'm voting for. I have not watched Yu Yu Hakusho yet, Cope.
We've seen one episode.
I've watched one episode. She is a badass, but so is Ozen. Ozen's the second strongest character in the Made in Abyss world so far, behind Bondurud. Which Bondurud's nickname is actually Bone Daddy. That's the fandom nickname. I have not watched Orange. I've been seeing what the deluxe volumes look like. They're like the Monster Perfect or the Maid-sama 2-in-1s. They're like that. They're like the omnibuses. They're pretty cool. I've heard nothing but good things for Orange,
I watched Orange.
but I have not watched it.
I should maybe put the word anime after that instead of just Orange into Google. What do you think?
Yeah, that would help. I still need to watch Detective Conan. I think episode 1081 came out today or yesterday.
Planned for a while now.
Yeah, but it doesn't. The reason why One Piece is considered the longest running story is because it's a single story. Conan is a new story like every episode.
Yeah,
Like Knight's Armor and Swords. Okay, I can see that.
that's fair. That's fair.
That's definitely fair. I mean, they're called claymores and they wield a claymore. Have I showed you what the box set looks like, Cope? If I haven't, I'll send you a picture of it right now because I actually put claymore in its box set.
You didn't show me what the box set looked like.
When I sent you the picture of the shelf after I redid it.
Oh, is that just the whole box set? Is that just it?
That's
There's
the front of
nothing
the
else to it?
box set. That's the front of it.
Oh,
Here,
okay.
I'll send you the one.
I didn't know there's more to it.
I sent you the picture. I sent the Cope as well. Yeah, Detective Conan. I haven't watched it yet. It's almost at 1,100 episodes. It has more chapters than One Piece, but once again, it's not a single story. Like, a storyline gets wrapped up in like 5 chapters, and then it's a new story.
I'm
Conan,
gonna lie, that box cover.
Conan
real
though,
good.
Conan is like Ash. Conan never ages, and I think Conan.
He actually is just.
I think Conan is actually. So the One Piece anime started in '99. The manga started in '97, and the one shot that got Oda in for One Piece was in '96, called Romance Dawn. Was the one shot.
Soul Eater? Was Soul Eater a 90s one?
No. Soul Eater started in I think the manga started in 06. He's 6 to 7 years old. Conan. And his age doesn't change.
What?
And he's like a Batman level detective.
Huh? What?
Yeah.
Original run for the manga, according to Wikipedia, was from 2004 to 2013 for Soul
Okay,
Eater.
so 2006 was when the anime started in, I believe.
Wikipedia says 2008 to 2009.
2008, 2009. I'm close. Okay, I might be an expert, but I'm not going to know the exact years for everything, man.
No, I know that, but you were right in between for both, so I mean, pretty good.
Yeah, I can get pretty damn close. Because what, Claymore's anime came out in 08, I believe.
That sounds right.
I think the manga started in 05.
Wikipedia. Claymore manga. Manga was 1 to 2014.
01, okay.
Anime was 7 to 7.
Yeah, it was only 26 episodes. So yeah, Ghost in the Shell was actually in this bracket, Cope. Makoto. I haven't watched it yet. And there's so many different freaking versions of Ghost in the Shell as well. I do have the original 95 movie though. Jimmy Kudo got poisoned, and instead of killing him, the poison turned him into a kid again. Oh!
That's weird.
Because he goes by Conan in the show now. Like, he goes by Conan when he's in that kid form. I know that. So, what is it? Johnny Kudo? Jimmy Kudo. Jimmy Kudo. He's still only 16, 17 years old. He gets aged back 10 years when he becomes Conan.
Interesting.
Oh, Digimon!
Yep, Digimon would do it.
Or was that 2000? It was either 99 or 2000 when Digimon Adventures, the first one, started.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, and I'm not sure.
I don't know why I'm blanking on so many freaking ones. I think Oron's manga started in the... I'm pretty sure Oron's manga started in the 90s. Digi was 99? So that's another one. What are you laughing about, Tony?
Just scrolling through Reddit and I see on r/animemes, nothing of value was lost. Boruto anime part 1 has officially ended.
Not wrong.
Nothing of value was lost. Finally, inner peace.
Oh, GTO.
Oh, great teacher. Yep, that's definitely there.
Yeah, I already mentioned Hunter x Hunter Cope. Because Hunter x Hunter started in the 90s and it's had a original anime that ran from 99 to 01 and then got remade in 2011. So I think my vote is going to go to Ozen. So it's up to you, Tony, because Cope voted for Claire.
I saw that.
I don't. It's something about Ozen. I really love Ozen's character. Don't get me wrong. I love Claire's
it's because
character.
you called her female Shanks.
She's female Shanks with trauma. Like, as far as we know right now, Shanks hasn't gone through the trauma that she has. Or at least what he's gone through, he doesn't remember because he was a little baby trapped in a treasure chest. So
that's
either way, this was not an easy final.
No, it's not, and I've thought about it. My answer is Claire.
Claire?
Yeah.
That took us like a half hour.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense, though. It took us a long time to reach that conclusion.
But here's the winner of episode... Why am I blanking on the episode number every freaking time? Episode 8. The winner of episode 8 is Claire from Claymore.
Yay! There's no one else celebrating, but yay!
Martian Successor. I don't know what that one is. I don't know what Martian Successor is. But yeah, Claire wins the best waifu. And she needs it. She needs somebody. Go saying yay in the chat even though he doesn't know the character. He doesn't know the trauma and trial that she's been put through.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Ozen's been put through a lot of trauma as well.
I mean, I imagine for the person to, or from her to become, what was it, immovable?
Ozen the Immovable.
That would take something to cause that. There's no way a person just becomes this without some sort of reason.
Yeah. Well, every White Whistle has their own nickname.
Okay.
Or their own sovereign is what they call it. So Ozen is the Immovable. Bonrude. Nicknames. He's the Sovereign of Dawn. He's known as
That's a pretty
Bonrude.
cool one.
Bonrude the Novel is what he's known as. But yeah, he is known as the Sovereign of Dawn. So yeah, they have their nickname and then they have their sovereign. Ozen. She is the Sovereign of Unmovable. She's the Unmovable Sovereign.
That's pretty cool.
And she's known as Ozen the Immovable. Okay. I've seen pictures and clips of this one, and I just got straight Gundam vibes from it. Taupe. So I don't have that one on my list, but that'll probably be added to my list. I'm not going to give you any other White Whistles because one of those White Whistles is a spoiler. Still on this 90s story. I'm just going to look up animes from the 90s. There's Perfect Blue, which I've been meaning to watch. Here, 20 best anime from the 90s. We'll look at this one. How do I forget about Cowboy Bebop? How do I forget about Cowboy Bebop? How? Tony?
What?
How do I forget about Cowboy Bebop?
Don't know, honestly. Although I forgot about it, but then again, I haven't watched it, so. Makes sense.
Mobile Suit Gundam, which I haven't watched. Ghost in the Shell,
Gundam, okay.
already got brought up. Oh, Princess Mononoke, Studio Ghibli film.
Oh yeah.
That's the one where the princess from it with the red face tats, she was an inspiration for Kiba from Naruto. As you notice, the cheek ones that she has are exactly the same as Kiba's. Trigun.
Yep.
Wow. The Legend of Zorro. Okay, it's an anime. It looks like it's just an anime. It was 52 episodes. Wow. It seems just like it's basically based off the movie Zorro, or the movie Zorro was based off of this. Sailor Moon, we already mentioned that one. Hunter x Hunter, we mentioned that one, but the 2011 looks 10 times better. City Hunter, I have not heard of.
I don't think I've seen any of the ones you've listed here.
Serial Experiments Elaine, I have not heard of that one. It's only 13 episodes. Detective Conan we've mentioned, Pokemon we mentioned, Dragon Ball Z we mentioned, Ava we mentioned, Yu Yu we've mentioned, Rurouni Kenshin. I have not seen that one. GTO we mentioned. Berserk we've mentioned. Slam Dunk was another one from the 90s. Which I still can't believe that the same author of Slam Dunk also wrote Vagabond, one of the most dark seinens there are. It's up there with Berserk and Vinland. Like
Interesting.
the seinen, so the seinen big three is literally Berserk, Vagabond, and Vinland.
Yeah.
And the mangaka of Vagabond, Takehiko Inoue, is literally the same mangaka for Slam Dunk. Cowboy Bebop, and of course One Piece is number one.
Yeah.
Here, the best 90 animes that everyone should watch from the Ruckle. 10 best. You have GTO.
Yep. Makes sense.
With an 8, it has an 8.7 on Mal. Sailor Moon, 7.7 on Mal. Yu Yu Hakusho, 8.4 on Mal. Perfect Blue has an 8.5. It's a movie. Apparently it's on Netflix. I gotta look that up because I got recommended this by a fellow TikToker in the anime scene. Apparently it's on Netflix. I've been wanting to watch this. And this is a lie. It is not on Netflix.
Perfect Blue. Let's give it a Google.
Yeah, it's a 97 movie. It's a very mature movie. It's done by Studio Madhouse.
Ooh.
Which I just realized Studio Madhouse did Death Note.
It is available to purchase on Amazon Prime Video.
I knew it was available on Amazon Prime. I knew that. I was looking to not buy it and stream it. If I was going to buy it, I'd just go on YouTube.
Why would you do it on YouTube?
Because I already have a movie library on YouTube.
Oh, okay then.
Slam Dunk, which has an 8.5. There's Princess Mononoke, 8.7. One Piece, of course. One season, 1,000 episodes ongoing.
Oh, jeez.
And One
It
Piece has
says
an 8.6.
it's on Roku, like the Roku channel, Shudder, Prime Video, or Apple TV.
So I don't have the Roku channel set up on my Roku. I got Cowboy Bebop, which has an 8.8. Trigun, which has an 8.2. And Ava, which has an 8.3.
I can't believe GTO has such a high
I
rating.
can't believe it either. Especially because, Jesus Christ,
Like-
GTO. Alright, here's the IMBD, which should give us pretty much a lot of 90s anime. Never heard of that one. RG Veda. The Heroic Legend of Arslan. Sailor Moon. The Vision of Escaflowne. Oh My Goddess, which that's actually a mistranslation. It's actually My Goddess. AHHHHH, My Goddess. Which the prequel season that I wanted to watch before the main season is not available in the US.
Oh, darn.
Tenchi Muyo. Never heard of that one. Kenshin. Fushigi Yugi. Never heard of that one. Cardcaptor Sakura. It's a magical girl one. Ranma, I know. Blue Rose put that in there. Samurai Pizza Cats.
What?
Yeah, it has a 7.2 rating on IBDM. The feline staff of a pizza joint fight crime as superheroes when called for. So it's basically cat Power Rangers.
That sounds amazing.
It's only on Peacock.
Oh, man.
See, at least the IMBD actually has the up-to-date where you can watch it.
Cool.
Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, Street Fighter, the original Street Fighter 2 anime, Trigun,
Ooh, cool.
Berserk. It literally, yeah, the original 97 Berserk you can't stream on anything, but all the episodes in dub are on YouTube. Crest of the Stars, Outlaw Star, Which I saw a couple clips of Outlaw Star. Its animation is way higher than I expected it to be for being a 98 anime.
Bro, how is it that we, as a two-man crew, have nearly made it the same length as your top 16?
For the main simple fact that we actually have chat involvement this week.
That's true.
His and Her Circumstances. I never heard of that. That's probably some weird rom-com because it looks like a high school boy and an elementary school girl sitting on his lap. But apparently she's in high school. So she's a lolly. Record of the Lotus War. Bubblegum Crisis, Tokyo 2040. That's a mecha.
What the heck?
That's a mecha.
Interesting.
Dragon Ball GT originally aired in 96.
What?
Yeah. Soul Bianca, The Legacy. Nadia, The Secret of Blue Water. Ghost in the Shell. Princess Mononoke. Kenshin again. Tenichi, the movie. Street Fighter Alpha. Another Sakura one. More Sailor Moon. Ava. More Ranma. The Slayers. That's all they have listed on here. The 50 best 90s anime. This gives us more than freaking IMBD did. IMBD only gave us 44. Ghost in the Shell is at number 50. Whisper of the Heart is 49. Just based off the picture they have, it looks like, yep, it's a Studio Ghibli. Uh, 48 is Princess Mononoke, which I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that. Slam Dunk is 47. Slam Dunk was done by Toei.
Really?
Yep. Ava. Well, hold on, because this is actually giving us what studio did them. That's pretty cool. I actually want to see these now, so I'm scrolling back up to Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell was done by Production IG. I've never heard of them. That was a Studio Ghibli. Toei. Ava was done by Gaianx and Tatsukino Production. I'm probably butchering the hell out of a lot of these. One Piece is at 45, done by Toei. City Hunter 91. Oh, I know this one. This is in Jump Force. This dude's in Jump Force. The main character is City Hunter. Why he's in Jump Force, I don't know, because I don't think this is a shonen. It's done by Studio Sunrise, which I heard of them recently as well. Cowboy Bebop, of course, which was also done by Studio Sunrise. Then you have Detective Conan, which is done by TMS Entertainment. Dragon Ball, we know who that's done by. That's done by Toei. Serial Experiments Layan, it's done by Triangle Staff. You know what's funny? If they redo Orange and Studio Orange does the animation. I mean, they killed Stampede. They killed Trigun Stampede. Division of Escaflowne, done by Studio Sunrise as well. Looks like Toei and Studio Sunrise were the big ones. Sailor Moon, done by Toei. Podabar, which is another mecha. It's another Gundam-looking one. Does not give us the studio for that. Then here's Gundam. Gundam was done by Sunrise as well. You're Under Arrest, done by Studio Dean. Slayers, done by E&G Films. Nadia, The Secret of the Blue Water, done by Gainax. Pet Shop of Horrors, done by Studio Madhouse. Of course, Studio Madhouse is going to do Pet Shop of Horrors. Why is JoJo's on here? I understand the manga started in the 80s. The anime did not start until 2012.
The original part 3 came out in the 90s.
There's no anime for it in the 90s.
I don't know why it doesn't tell you that, because the original part 3
Yeah, part 3 was being serialized in the 90s. I know that.
was a 90s version of part 3 for the anime.
I've never
It was a
heard or
miniseries.
seen... Well, that's probably why. But it's not giving us the miniseries. It's giving us the 2012 rendition by David Production.
Interesting. That's weird. It was I think it was a series of OVAs for that.
Speed Racer.
Let me look it up on YouTube.
Which I had to inform a couple people who aren't anime fans that I know that the Speed Racer movie that we loved when we were kids was based off of an anime. And they didn't believe me, and I'm like, well, here it is. That was also done by Tatsusuke no Production. Sea of the Tricondarga, I can't pronounce that for the life of it, was done by Studio 4AC. Run Melos, never heard of that one, and no studio given for that. H2 was done by Production Reed. Ramana was done by Studio Dean. How did I forget about Battle Angel Attila? Or Alita. However the frick you say her name. That was also done by Madhouse. Dragon Ball is old as fuck. Yes, it is, Cope. Yes, it is.
Yeah, Dragon Ball is old. So yeah, the original fight between Jotaro and Dio from the 90s OVA is 28 minutes long.
So we're looking at the top 50 90s anime. That's what we're looking at, Blue Rose.
Yeah. Oh, I have to get going as well. I have got a math quiz due at midnight tonight.
Oh boy.
So we have to wrap this up.
What number? We are on number 25. We're halfway done with this. I'm actually trying to go through this quick. Cooking Master Boy, by Nippon.
I'll start working out while we're doing this.
Blackjack, done by Tezuka. Yu Yu Hakusho is done by Studio Period.
Interesting.
That's the same people who do Naruto, Boruto, and Bleach.
Yeah.
And Black Clover.
They also did Black.
Yeah.
Interesting. I know they did Black Clover.
Hunter x Hunter, of course, Madhouse. They did the 2011 rendition as well. Perfect Blue, also Madhouse. Future GPX Cyber Formula, done by Studio Sunrise. Jurassic Tripper, done by Production Reed. Orphan, done by JC. Wow, okay, JC staff did do 90s. I guess they fell off the map and then came back in the teens.
Probably.
Because they did Orphan back in 98. So they're bigger than we thought. BTX, done by TMS Entertainment.
I know they weren't. I knew they weren't small.
Street Fighter 2, done by Groot Tac. Roji Z, done by APPP. Cyber 6, done by Telecom. Those Who Hunt Elves, done by Group TAC and Amuse. Soul Hunter, done by Studio Dean. Here is Greenwood, done by Studio Period and Ajado. Yu-Gi-Oh, done by Gallop. The Original Bastard, done by AIC. Red Baron, done by Tokyo Movie Shinisha. Silent Mobius, done by Raditz. Spriggan, the original Spriggan, done by Studio 4AC. 3x3 Eyes, which is on my scratch off, but I cannot find anywhere to watch. It's a movie. It's done by Toei. That's probably another one I'm going to have to buy. Nightwalker, the Midnight Detective, done by AIC. Spring and Chaos, done by Group Tac. And Pokemon, which has no studio listed because Pokemon has led like 20 different studios. Have a good night, Blue Rose. Have a good night, Cope. And have a good night, everyone. We are finally going to wrap up this stream. Any final words, Tony?
Make sure to check out our sweet sponsorship with Rogue Energy, and if you want to, you can pick up a free flavor to get that. We got not the free. I mean, use our code. The Madness 5, right? That's
the code. 5. They do have a free starter kit. All you have to pay is they have a free tester kit where you can try a couple different flavors. All you have to do is pay for shipping. It's about $5-6 for shipping. But yeah, other than that, code the Madness 5 at checkout. Get yourself 5% off at rogueenergy.com. Thank you for joining me, Tony. Apologies for all the tangents we had today, but it was cool. We got some viewer interaction, which is great. We love to see it. And we do apologize for the small cast today. Like I mentioned earlier, this outcome probably would have been way different if the whole cast was here. But this is the outcome we have, with Claire being the best waifu. And we hope to see you next week, where we get to roast Taco and his top 16, which I'm going to be making that bracket. I'm going to be making that bracket in a day or two. We are not holding a stream for any top 16 brackets, for the making of them. And that's that. Thank you, Cope, for at least stopping in the chat and giving us a vote on the final. Make sure you check out Cope on Twitter and Twitch at KillerCope412. Check out any previous podcast. If you came into this one late, you can check this one out too when it goes up on Tuesday at youtube.com/HenDiddy12. And also check me out on Twitter for any updates or any polls that we decide to post on Twitter. At HenDiddy12 on Twitter as well. And if you want to see the manga collection that you see behind me, check me out on TikTok at HenDiddy. All links to all this stuff will be in the description of the YouTube video, or they won't be in the description of the YouTube video. I probably should start putting them in the description.
Yes, that'd be a good idea.
But they are in the about of the Twitch and the about of the YouTube, where you can also find the link to join our Discord and give your own nominations as well. Anything else on your end?
Nope, that's it for me.
Thank you for joining us. Hopefully we can have some chat interaction next week as well. Have a good night, everyone. Stay safe out there.
Bye-bye.